you just the most chilled out version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas you ever did here. Not Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, the Christmas song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So yeah, I updated all my alerts this week. Can't hear me? Let me turn the YouTube down a bit. Am I any better now? I have changed my settings. Hopefully. Oh no! I'll tell you what I've done. I know what I've done. See, that alert's working. Give me a sec, guys. I know what I've done. Let me just switch the screen. Quizmas starting soon. I know what I've done. I was doing some recording earlier on, and so I have dropped the mic sensitivity. Like a lot. This is normally at like 91. Samsung. Properties. Levels. Hopefully that's a little better. That better? Everyone hear me okay now? There we go. Yeah, so I was doing some recording earlier on. And let me pop the camera on. I was doing some recording earlier on and so that means I can put the YouTube back up now. And yeah, so I dropped the mic sensitivity, obviously forgot to put it back up. Thank you for the reminder and letting me know. Anyway, very chilled out version of the Christmas song. Hope you enjoyed Gold, Silver and Bronze. So the questions were a little easier than I've done in the past. A, because they needed to be easier, and B, because I burnt myself out writing questions today. Thanks, Holger, mate. Yeah, it's my 12 Days of Quizmas jumper. I have been wearing two jumpers today because it is cold at the moment. Winter is well and truly here. And Merry Quizmas to you as well. Sam, still welcome to the stream, and everyone else who is here. Lovely to have you here. Hope you enjoyed playing Gold, Silver and Bronze. It's our little warm-up game there. This camera's moved around a bit. I feel like it's sort of too close to my face at the moment, but there we go. Anyway, good evening. We've got Dogfish, we've got Cola, we've got Lupine, we've got Innis, Procyon, good evening. Connor, Itogi, Ian, Dominic, Carl the Seventh, Theory of Game, Clive of Legend, Keshi Head, good evening. Anaset, Ramsey Fox, Topper One Gaming, 8 Minky, Undead, Holgermate, Cetra, How Tattoo, Joey Gatorman, Kazvez Proogs, Matt the Ref, Yellowtail, Tipster, Not a Jumbler Numbers, and thank you for that raid as well, Tipster. Lingo Maniac, Naked Grandma, We Like Shapes, Hamster, DC Simmons, It's Otley, ABME, anyone else who is lurking in the chat. It is wonderful to have you here on this rather chilly December evening for the 5th day of Quizmas. The 5th day of Quizmas is going to be upon us very, very soon. But yeah, I updated all of my notifications. Thank you to Theory of Game for those bits as well, which is apparently the notification that hasn't worked. Go figure. There's new font, but the sound didn't get updated. I did update all the sounds, so if anyone is... If anyone has got a resub coming up, or anyone who wants to newly sub, there are some new sounds, and those ones do work, so I did do some tests for them. So here we go. It's here comes Connor, who's gifting a sub to Itogi. Thank you very much for that gifted sub there, Connor, and welcome Itogi to the family with that sub there from Connor. Thank you very much. So yeah, new sounds. I sort of slightly took the idea from Ash, who I know does custom sounds, but I thought it makes sense to put them in because I was getting a little bit bored with the Twitch ones and the Pokemon emojis. I'm sort of done with them a bit now. So got down to 12 degrees C in Florida. Everyone's losing their mind. We'll try it down here. It's got to be. Well, it said it was 10 in our bedroom this morning because the heater's broken, and we've got a chap coming to have a look at it tomorrow. But yeah, it has been cold. Got my haircut today though. Had a shave. Yeah, need more fish. Need more fish on that sting. Anyway, it's the 5th day of Quizmas today. And so we are going to open the door labelled 8th and find out what we're going to be playing tonight. I hope you're all excited. More games, more prizes on the line. There isn't going to be a companion game tonight. It is just the game in question, the Quizmas game that is going to be featuring this evening. I've got a plan for it. At first glance, you might think it's not the sort of thing that necessarily lends itself to the 12 Days of Quizmas and everyone taking part, but I have got a plan for it. Any guesses? I've given you that little hint there. What do you reckon is going to be on the cards this evening? Yes, mostly new alerts, and some of them aren't working. The bits, for example, aren't working. Bidding War, Escape Artist, Wheel of Fortune, Millionaire, Blockbusters, Countdown. Suggestions, another one thinking Blockbusters, Bidding War, Red Herrings, Red-Nosed Herrings, that would be good. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Herring. Millionaire, Big Fat Quiz of the Year, Family Fortunes, Dysfunctional Family Fortunes, Millionaire. No, lots of guesses coming in. Class would say hi, but they're doing a Cahoots saying hi in spirit. Thanks, Procyon. Say hi back for me. 500 questions, beat the teacher, weakest link, the code, Blockbusters. Well, lots of guesses coming in. Shall I open the door? Shall I open the door and show you? You bet, that's another thought. Could be that one. Well, without any further ado, my friends, I am going to open the door. Nah, leave it shut. Just leave it. We'll just look at this for the rest of the stream. Oh, yeah, I haven't updated the background of this overlay as well. So, move that door. Right. I'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's open that door. Aha! So no one, as far as I could see in the chat, guessing this one. Yes, it is Deciphered. I couldn't wait. No, I couldn't wait. Deciphered. So actually, some of you may very well not have seen this, because this was a game that piloted last week, last Tuesday. No one deciphered it. It has undergone some changes. Thank you very much for that 7-month subscription there, Samster. Yes, cutting through the atmosphere there. Yes, I was wondering, that would explain a lot, Silent Marine. I wanted to do this one, and this was where it fit in best with the schedule I've got planned for the rest of stuff in terms of balancing the games between what Ash and I are doing. So last week, it was pretty much there. There were only a few little things that I wasn't happy with. So this week, here's how this is going to work for a Quizmas game. It's undergone some changes. First of all, there's an extra help, which I'll explain when we get to the game. Secondly, there are only 6 numbers in the code now rather than 8. Repeats are still allowed, but only 6. Third, I think I've diluted the question difficulty, but of course you will be the judge of that. And most importantly, the lobby game should be fully working now. How this is going to work is as follows. We have got 4 games of Deciphered, because it's a relatively short game. I've got 4 packs prepared. Which is also why the questions for gold, silver and bronze were a little bit easier, because I sort of burnt out earlier on writing questions for this for most of yesterday and today. 4 question packs, which will be up to 11 questions. I've added a little bit of backdoor code, which is called persistent points, which means anybody who is in the lobby, your points will carry over. So the lobby game is effectively going to boil down to one gigantic quiz of potentially up to 44 questions. It might be fewer than that if the ciphers get solved quicker than that, or players don't burn, for example. But going to be up to 44 questions, and the points will carry over. Here's how the prizes are going to work. Discord Nitro is the prize I've got for this evening, and there's potentially going to be more than one. The winner, the overall winner of the lobby game, so the person who gets the highest cumulative score across the 4 games, will win Discord Nitro, unless they have appeared in a hot seat game. If anyone actually manages to crack the code from the hot seat position, they will also get Discord Nitro. So in theory, I'm potentially giving away up to 5 Discord Nitros tonight. And, something from, I beg your patience, because I've not done Discord Nitro before, so I just need to figure out how to gift that to you. But if you decipher the code, you will get Discord Nitro. If you win overall, you will get Discord Nitro. However, if you go into the hot seat game, whether you win or lose, you won't be eligible to win the lobby game overall. This is just something I'm just bringing in as a backdoor, just to be fair to everybody. Because if you're in the hot seat, you've got a significantly better chance of winning the Nitro just from being in the hot seat. So it will exclude you from winning in the lobby, if that makes sense. So you can self-exclude if you don't want to come and be in the hot seat and you only want to try and win from winning the lobby, then self-exclude and you won't be selected. Something going on. There's bits left over from dinner or something. That's pretty disgusting, actually. So if you don't want to come and win the hot seat game, if you don't want to play the hot seat game, then do self-exclude, because anyone who plays the hot seat game, whether you win or lose, you won't be able to win the lobby. But whoever wins the lobby overall across the 4 games, so if you win in the lobby and then suddenly become the player in the hot seat, well, we won't know and who's won the lobby, because the lobby isn't going to be over until the end of the game. There's 4 games, and the lobby game is going to persist throughout. So if you play the first game and you're winning, but then you drop out, you haven't won. You've got to persist through all 4. So it might be that this is a shorter stream. It might be that it's a longer stream. It depends very much on how the players in the hot seat do. So if you're in the hot seat, and I'm not going to make voice mandatory. I've got the voice thing set up in the broadcast studio just in case. But we are. I'm not going to make it mandatory. In fact, I might even be interested to try it out without voice just to see if it works. It should work just fine. So if you come into the hot seat, you can't win the lobby game at all, but you can win if you do crack the code. The winner of the lobby game at the end of the 4 games will also get Discord Nitro. That is what is going to be on the cards tonight. So let me just ping the camera back out. Hopefully that all makes sense. If not, I'll explain it to you a little later on. So I'm going to put the placeholder back on because I need to disable the camera here, because we are now going to go and play. If I go back to Quizmas starting soon, and then I can go to that window, and then I can maximize this window. Right, let's play Deciphered. Okay, so this is Deciphered. Mastermind meets Mastermind, in a way. How it works. The game board in front of you there is going to function like the board game Mastermind. It's a logic puzzle, and you have got to get across the board and crack the code. The code consists of, it's a 4-digit number made up to 6 digits, 1 to 6. It can contain repeats, but there are only 6 rather than 8. I haven't opened the lobby yet, but when I do, you'll be able to come in and play the game, or join the lobby. In order to attempt to cross the game board, you need to answer questions correctly. You can face up to 11 questions and have up to 10 goes at the logic board. But if you get the question wrong, you're not out of the game, but you don't get a go at the board, and you don't win unless you crack the code. It doesn't matter how many questions you get right, you've got to crack the code. So getting a question wrong, if you know you don't know one, it might be best to get rid of the question quickly, just type pass or something to the bot, and get the question over with and get on to the next one if you don't know. You have got 4 helps along the way to help you out. There's a new help this week. So first of all, you can burn the question. This is where it gets rid of the question, throws it out, but doesn't sacrifice a go at the game board. Your second help is take a toss-up, which will give you a 50-50 choice. It will give you 2 options. One will be correct, one will be incorrect. You can stop the clock because you are against the clock in this. You've got 5 minutes of question time. You've now only got 3 minutes of logic time because the logic game is that much, has been diluted that little bit. So 3 minutes of logic time. If either clock hits 0, you instantly lose the game. So do keep an eye on those clocks. But stop the clock on the question game will stop the clock for the duration of the question. And finally, you've got a new laughing one, which is Cipher. This will give you it will show you what the answer is, but it'll scramble the letters around, put some spaces in there, and for good measure, chuck in a couple of extra ones. So in effect, it's sort of a free answer if you sort of think you can, if you're good at anagrams, but it was also going to be a bit of a time burn. So, those are the 4 helps. This is Deciphered. If you would like to come and join the lobby, you need to enter the code. IJPW. Now, a reminder, if you get into the hot seat, whether you win or lose, you will be excluded from winning the big prize, or the Discord, unless you crack the code. The prize is the same whether or not you come into the hot seat or whether you win Discord Nitro by winning the lobby overall. But only one player can win the lobby, and there are 4 opportunities to crack the code this evening, to decipher the code. If you definitely want to just play the lobby and you don't want to come into the hot seat game, remember, you don't have to have voice. You can if you like, if you want to come and chat with me, but it's not mandatory by any means. You're still going to need to type to Persephone's Twitch bot anyway, even if you're in the hot seat. But if you don't want to play, you can self-exclude. I can see a couple of people are doing that already. !exclude if you would like to do that. So I'll give you a few seconds to come and join. We've got 9, 27, 35 people in the lobby so far, which is a nice start for this first game. And remember that these scores are going to persist across each of the games tonight. So if you finish this first game and you've got 7 points, that is what you will start game number 2 with. You will need to rejoin the lobby, and I'm hoping the logic works. It should do. I did do a bit of testing of it earlier on. So do come and join the lobby, and remember, self-exclude if you only want to try and win the lobby game. Discord Nitro if you either crack the code or if you win the lobby game, you are the best player across all 4 games. Another 20 seconds or so, and then we're going to pick our player. Okay. Need in-text answer. As long as you can whisper to the bot, Procyonics, then you're fine. That is going to be the backup map, pen and paper, or what's the VOD. If for whatever reason the persistence doesn't work, then it'll be pen and paper and watching the VOD. Yeah, so even if you do come into voice, which, like I say, is not mandatory by any stretch, but if you come into voice, then you will still need to whisper to the bot. It might be quicker for me to do your helps if you're in voice, but if you come into voice, you'll still need to type to the bot your answers, okay? Right, we're going to lock it up, and we're going to pick the first challenger to see if they can take on Deciphered. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Procyonics, you're first up, my friend. Welcome to the game. So, Procyon is going to be presumably not in voice. Procyon is presumably going to be doing this. Oh, hi, fancy that. Absolutely. Procyon, I'm assuming you're doing this all in whispers. Let me just talk you through the commands that you'll need. Back to these kids. Well, Procyon, let me talk you through the commands. The 4 helps are !1, !2, !3, or !4. He's muted. They're muted. Are they muted? Confer with the 30 kids in front of you. Quite right. Yeah, so a score is saying !1, !2, !3, and !4. Lobby, I'll talk to you for a second. Once Procyon has locked their answer in, you will have 5 seconds to get yours in before the question fully locks. So it's not a straight race against Procyon. You've got 5 seconds of grace. There'll be a notification from the bot in the chat, and there'll be some annoying ping sounds to count you down those last 5 seconds. As ever with these games, keep your eye on the chat because obviously it's all against the clock. Hints are replace, get a 1 into pause, and what's fourth? Fourth is Cypher. Cypher, get a scrambled answer with extra letters. Unscrambly with extra letters and spaces. So that's exclamation mark 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can do exclamation mark stop, exclamation mark burn, exclamation mark toss up, or exclamation mark Cypher, but 1 to 4 is fine. 1 to 6 on the codes, and repeats are allowed. The code is 4 digits long, and we're going to go and pick it now. Okay, that is your code sealed and locked in, Procyonics. So it is a game of logic when you get there. You've got 3 minutes in the logic game, but starting with 5 minutes here, so think quickly. Lobby, that's where you all are there, all on 0 at the moment. There'll be no notification, but I will come and check this back periodically, see what's happening over here. Procyon, are you ready? Because if so, you have got 5 minutes on this clock. As ever, keep your eye on the chat. Very best of luck to you. Use those helps if you need to. Lobby and Procyon, the very best of luck. No, it's a full answer, Proogs. Full answer is what you will need. And even if Procyon takes the toss-up option, then you still need to type the full answer. You can't just type A or B. There's no multiple choice in this game, which is another reason I've diluted the questions. Even if toss-up is used, yeah. Right. Good luck, everybody. Procyon, you've got 5 minutes on your clock, and the time starts now. Here's question 1. No, it's not. That's the wrong thing. Never mind. Why have I got the wrong test pack loaded? Sorry, apologies. I'm still on test mode. Ha! Well, that's okay. Procyon, I'll fast track you back into the game. I had it in test mode, which is also why the bot wasn't pinging anything into the chat. That's the thing. Right. No one had a chance to answer, hopefully. Let's reload. Apologies for that. Oh, this lag. This lag is real. And because persistent points was on, it may very well be that actually you've got a point for that, which would be a bit of a shame. Call it an advantage. Take it off at the end if you did get a point. Right. As you were. There we go. Now the bots are right into chat. That's a little bit makes a little bit more sense. Come and join the lobby. Right, I'm just going to get another glass of wine, and once I'm back, I will lock the lobby up. So sit tight, and I'll be right back. You need to re-add to the exclusion list as well. Right, looks like we've got the same number as before, so I'm going to call it there. And let's pick Procyon, if I've typed their name right. We have indeed typed the code right. And let's see, has anyone got any points? No, so either persistent points aren't doing, or they haven't added them on, or, yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. Right. Same as before, we're not on test mode anymore. No, something I should have mentioned, the audience, the lobby game, don't play the code game. Only Procyon plays the actual logic game. The audience, the lobby game is only playing the questions, because I couldn't integrate the responses for that stuff. So don't worry about the code game. Lobby, you're just playing the questions for those points there. Same as before, Procyon, we're back in. Exclamation mark 1 to burn the question and get rid of it without sacrificing a turn at the logic game. Exclamation mark 2 if you want to take a toss-up and have a 50-50 choice. Exclamation mark 3 if you want to stop the clock for the rest of the question and have a bit of a think. Exclamation mark 4 if you would like a cipher as an answer. 5 minutes on this game clock. Good luck to the lobby. Good luck to you, Procyon. Let's begin the game. 5 minutes. Time starts now. Question 1. What is the name of the bear who is used to promote the BBC's annual Children in Need appeal? Whispering your answers to the bot. Procyon is locked in. You've got 5 seconds, lobby. And Procyon is saying Pudsey. Pudsey. Is Pudsey the correct answer? Absolutely right. Pudsey or Pudsey Bear would have been good for a point there. And we can see quite a lot of people in the lobby getting that one right as well. Lovely stuff. Right, Procyon, very good start. You've only used up 11 seconds of question time there. We're going to the first logic game. I'm going to tell you now the logic game must be submitted as digits without commas, spaces or full stops, and as a single string in the order you want it to appear as your guess. Like I say, you can have repeats, and there are up to 6. Up to numbers from 1 to 6. Lobby game, you don't need to worry about this part of the game. No, Amy, you can answer at any point as soon as the question has been asked by the bot in the chat. As soon as the question goes live, you're all good. Right, Procyon, 3 minutes on this clock. This clock does count down very, very quickly. Well, because there's less time. Good luck, and let's get your first guess in. Your time starts now. Starting with 1122. Let's have a look and see what's in your cipher. Wow, that is a very, very solid start. 3 red, 3 in the right place, and 1 not there. Which is right, which is wrong, you will have to do the working out for yourself, but that is a phenomenal start. If you can get back here, you could well do this in 2 or 3 questions, and that would be very impressive indeed. Let's go back to the question board. 4 minutes and 49 seconds left on the question clock. You have got 4 helps there: burn, toss up, stop the clock, or cipher. Get ready, here comes question number 2. Yes, red is in the correct place, white is in the wrong place, blank is not in the cipher. Procyon, here's your second question. The Palace of Westminster is more commonly known by what name? Procyon has locked in an answer. I need to make that a little bit quieter. That beep. Procyon is saying Parliament. You're saying Parliament. Yeah, there are only 3 bleeps. They start after 2 seconds. I need to make a judgment call here. Okay. Is Parliament the right answer? I'm overruling your VAR here, Matt. And I'm calling that a wrong answer. It is specifically the Houses of Parliament rather than Parliament. Maybe we think I'm a bit harsh here.
I think you're a bit harsh.
Somewhat fair, not really. VAR equals wrong. I am calling that incorrect. Parliament, I think, is more, you could argue, is more to do with the ensemble of people. Yeah, no, it's not to do with the spelling of it. It's to do with the fact that I think it's the Houses of Parliament. I specifically had down here that I wouldn't have accepted the House of Commons. I wouldn't have accepted the House of Lords. So, Parliament, as DC Simmons is saying here, Parliament is the people, and it was a building we were after, and it was the Houses of Parliament. I'm sticking to my guns on this one. That's my rationale, and I hope that can all be accepted. I don't think, does it update the lobby if anyone... Oh, it does update the lobby if people get it wrong. Other people getting the Houses of Parliament here as well, so there we go. Houses of Parliament would have been accepted. Yes, Houses of Parliament would have been accepted, but Parliament on its own, I'm not inclined to accept. So, no problem there. Just means you lose 1 attempt at that board, but as long as you can get back there, Procyon, you've still got lots and lots of opportunity to cross that grid. 4 minutes and 38 left on this clock. Here's question 3. The events of which Christmas carol take place on the Feast of Stephen? 4 minutes 30. Have got those 4 helps there if you'd like to use them. The events of which Christmas carol take place on the Feast of Stephen? I'll type that in for you if you like. I can do it from here. I can do it from here, Procyon. If you just give me a second, if the whisper is being... Oh, there we go. Procyon has locked in. With Good King Wenceslas. Good King Wenceslas. So, yeah, if that being a problem... I can overrule it from here, but obviously it takes me a bit of time to type it. Oh, it's your internet. Fair enough. You're saying Good King Wenceslas. Is that the correct answer? Yes, as Priggs is pointing out, is Good King Wenceslas, but 1 missing letter, a small typo, I am going to condone, as opposed to missing off Houses of rather than Parliament. I believe that changed the answer enough, whereas that is just a spelling error, which I am inclined to accept. So, let's have a look in the lobby. Quite a few players on 3, going very, very strongly so far. It could very well be that this is the last question that you'll get to face in this pack, but for now, let's go to the logic game. Class Dismissed, you've got audio now. Well, welcome, Procyon. Lovely to have you here with ears as well. That's how you did on your first attempt. Very, very strong opening, but you've got to decide where you're going next. 3 correct, 2 minutes 58 left on the logic clock. Time starts now. Going 1, 1, 2, 3. Not using up very much time there at all. Question, does the bot ping the chat when it's time to submit an answer? No, it doesn't. Could somebody note on issues arising that I need to have the bot ping the chat when the player can put their answer in? 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how that fits into your cipher. Going backwards. 2 red and 1 white. So now 2 in the right place, 1 in the wrong place, and 1 not there. It does feel like this is probably just going to be a matter of time if you can get back to the board. But you've got 2 minutes 54 left in that logic game. 3 minutes and 54 left for questions. You can still burn, you can still toss up, you can still stop the clock, and you can still take a ciphered answer. 3 minutes and 54 seconds, Procyon. Get ready for question 4. Here it is. A campanile is a tower which usually houses what? You've got those helps there if you need them. Procyon's locked in. And he's locked in with Bell. Is Parliament. A tower that contains Parliament. Yeah, very much 8-Minky. Is Bell the right answer? Let's have a look. Yes, bell or bells. Campanile, la campanella, which means the bell in that language, probably Latin. Procyon, let's go back to the logic game. We'll check in with the lobby in just a minute. 2 minutes 54. Make of this what you will. I'm not going to give you too much extra thinking time. 2:54, your time starts now. Three, 1, 4, 2 is what you are trying next. Let's have a look, see how that fits into your cipher. Going backwards still, or maybe there is a strategy here. You've now got 2 in the right place and 2 not in the code, not in the cipher. Campanology of the art of bell. Yes, it is. You're quite right, Matt. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that logic board because otherwise it's going to give you extra thinking time to logic your way through it. We're going to go on to question number 5. You have still got all 4 helps there if you like. Let's just peep in with the lobby. Quite a few players are already on 4. The entire, top row, all 9 players have got 9 players there have got all 4 correct. Let's go on to question number 5. Helps there if you need them. Good luck. Here it is. Which word, meaning a stock of music, roles, or dances that an artist can perform, is one of the longest words? And you've stopped the clock, okay? One of the longest words that can be spelt using only the top row of a standard QWERTY keyboard. Sensible place to stop the clock, I think. So have a little bit of thinking time here. Something else for issues arising. Those meshes are still not aligning with the borders for the helps. I thought they were, but apparently they're not, so I must address that. And Procyon is locked in. And he's going with pirouette. Pirouette. Pirouette can indeed be spelt, by the looks of it, with the entire top row of the keyboard. Procyon is saying, damn wasted in the chat. Let's have a look. Is pirouette the right answer? No, it's repertoire. Repertoire, pirouette. Something specifically to dance. Sorry, my bad, Procyon. I do try to remember that. My mistake. Repertoire was the answer we were after there. So, no visit to the logic game. A few people, though, in the lobby game getting this. There's still 5 players on 5. Now cut that out. We Like Shapes. Oh, is that We Like Shapes? I think that's We Like Shapes. Cola, Keshi, and Innis, if I know your avatars. But yes, repertoire was the answer we were after there. On we go then. Question number 6. 2 minutes 49 left on your logic clock. 3:39 on your question clock. You can still burn, you can still take a toss-up, and you can still take a cipher, Procyon. On we go. Good luck. Have a look at this. The Barossa Valley is a region famous for its wine in which New World country? Procyon's locked in. And Procyon has locked in with Australia. Australia. Let's have a look. Is Australia the correct answer? It is Barossa Valley in the southeastern region of Australia, I believe. Very good wines that we get from there as well. Very good, Procyon. This is your 4th attempt at the logic game. Let's go there now. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left on this clock to try and crack this cipher. Hopefully you're compiling some information. Have a think. Your time starts now. We're going 1152. 1152. How does that fit into your cipher? We are back to 3 in the right place. 3 of them in the right place and 1 not present. We're getting very close after just 4 attempts. If you can get back here, it feels like you may well crack that cipher on your next go, but you've only got 5 questions if you choose to burn attempts to get back there. Let's go back to the question board. Plenty of time, 3 minutes and 29 seconds, and of course you can still burn a question, you can take a toss-up, or you can get a ciphered answer. Good luck, Procyon. Here is question number 7. Born on Boxing Day 1791, which polymath is widely credited as being father of the computer? Procyon's locked in. And they've locked in with Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage. Is Charles Babbage the correct answer? Absolutely right. Born Boxing Day 1791. If you'd taken a toss-up there, you'd have had Charles Babbage or Ada Lovelace. Let's just take a look at the lobby. We're down to just 2 players who have got all 7 right. For some reason, Procyon has only got... Oh no, Procyon has only got 5, because Procyon's got 2 of them wrong. But yes, 2 players have got 7 out of 7 so far. We like shapes and now cut that out. Procyon, let's go back to the logic game. 2 minutes 44 left on the clock. If you can crack this cipher, you get a Discord Nitro. Good luck, 2:44, your time starts now. And indeed, the computer family fortunes, as Ian Dominic is saying. We're going 1112. 1112. How does that factor into your code? Let's have a look. Oh! Still 3 in the right place, 1 not there. 1112. You've had 5 attempts. You've gotten very close on all 5, but you have not deciphered that code yet. You've got 3 more attempts at the board, a maximum of 3 attempts at the board from potentially 4 questions. Let's go on to question number 8. Potentially 4, because of course you can burn a question. If you choose not to burn, then you've still only got a maximum of 3 more attempts at the game board. So you've got to solve it within 3, Procyon, and you've got to get there first. Question number 8. You can burn, you can take a toss-up, you can take a cipher. Good luck. Here's question 8. What is the name of the host of Channel 4's Countdown who announced his retirement this week after 10 years chairing the show? You've taken the cipher option. The answer is in that anagram somewhere. You're down to 3 minutes of question time. And Procyon is locked in. And they've locked in with Nick Hewer. 8 Ninky has a 9. Was that cipher of any help? We'll find out. Is the answer Nick Hewer? Absolutely right. Nick Hewer handing in the host's chair of Countdown after 10 years at the helm. Very, very well done there, Procyon. Back to the logic board we go for attempt number 6. You've got stacks and stacks of time here. 2 minutes, 39 seconds. You are so close, I can taste it. Good luck. Your time starts now. You're going for 1162. 1162. How does that factor into your cipher? Let's have a look. Very well done, Procyon. You have deciphered the code. 1162 is indeed what it was. Very, very well played. And you are deciphered. Well played. And you win a Nitro, Discord Nitro. I'll set you up with that. Thanks, DC Simmons. Yeah, it was quite fun to do. Need to deliver a file across campus. Fair enough. Well, Procyon, I'll be in touch with you about Discord Nitro at some point, and we'll figure that out in due course. Let's just take a look at the lobby game, where, of course, we are going to carry on from. Now, cut that out, and We Like Shapes both on 8. This will be on the VOD, so if something does go wrong... hello, G. Eisens, welcome to the stream. If something does go wrong with the persistent points, which I've no reason to think it will, but if it does, for whatever reason... We've got the points on the board, and I'll just have to do some totting up post-stream and get in touch with the winner after the fact. I'm hoping everything will work, but you will have to come and rejoin the subsequent games. Obviously, you've not had all the questions. You've not had 11 questions there. You've only had 8 out of a potential 11. I can't actually zoom in on the lobby game proofs without doing something clever. Hang on, let me go to my animator here and go close. There we go. So that is the state of play at the moment after the first game. Now, like I say, we haven't had all 11 questions. You had up to 8, but of course you're going to be in the same boat as we go into game number 2. Unless anyone is joining late, in which case you're going to be at a disadvantage because you're going to have missed 8 questions out. But that is the current state of play. So we are going to take a... we're not going to take a short break. I'm just going to play the credits, really, and then I'm going to reopen the game. We'll go from there. Congratulations, though, to Procyon, who deciphered, the first player ever to decipher it, wins a Discord Nitro for a month. Sit tight, everyone. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, welcome back to Deciphered. Before the break, well, the break such as it was, Procyon managed to crack the code, the first ever player to do so in this game. Hopefully you feel that this is a little bit more balanced now, maybe slightly easier than it had been when there were 8 numbers and repeats in the code. No ads, because we'll do an ad after game 2. We've got, because I've got four packs planned for tonight. We may not get through them all, but we may do, because it's quite a snappy game. So yes, Procyon winning, and we're going to continue the lobby game from here, if I go to Deciphered, and progress gameplay. So if you want to come and play game number 2, IXBD, and you will have noticed I'm not doing all Christmas questions this time. There's a smattering of Christmas questions within here. Oh, hello. Oh! I saw everyone typing and nothing coming up on the screen. I thought, have I crashed? And then everyone just came flooding in at once. So, hello, darling.
Hi.
What is happening in there?
Oh, he was being a bit...
Huh?
He wasn't being very good about doing his reading just now and was doing the whole...
Oh, right.
So I just said, okay, we'll call it a tonight then, and I'll read some of it.
Okay. The microphone is on, by the way, so I'm telling everyone about this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, yes, more pre-teenage dramas happening tonight, it would seem. Do come and join the game, and remember, points should be persistent and carry over from last time. The winner of the lobby game is the player who has the highest score after all 4 of the lobby games, or 3 if we only play 3, but I think we'll probably have a chance to play 4. It's only 8:45. So whoever is in the lead at the end of the 4th game will win a Discord Nitro, and anyone who manages to crack the code will also win a Discord Nitro. Options open to you as to whether or not you want to come play this in voice, or if you want to come and play this just in the lobby. You'll need to type to the bot either way, so make sure you've got the bot handy. 27, 28, 29 people in the lobby at the moment. I'll give you another 30 seconds and then I'm going to lock it up. ABME, Topper 1, Keshi Head, Brig, Matt, Yellowtail, Jimmy T, Benz J, Gruffer It's Otley, Not a Jumble, Innis, Aspie, Card the 7th, Lupine, We Like Shapes, Ramsey Fox, DC Simmons, Tips to Dogfish, Now Cut That Out, Amy, Connor, Prugs, 8 Minky, Joey Gateman, Clive Legend, Necky Grandma, and Samster. Few people on the exclusion list, choosing to self-exclude. They just want to try and win the lobby. Maybe they don't want to be front and centre. Either is absolutely fine. Yeah, Not a Jumble of Numbers. You are, as ever, you are the go-to testing player for long names in these games because you have the longest name of anybody. So yeah, it's always you that I test it with. And that's what you get for having a long name, as Yellowtail is saying. Right, let's lock the lobby and find out who's coming to play game number 2. Joey Gateman, it's you. Welcome, Joey. You are in the 2nd game of Deciphered this evening. Do you want to come play in voice, or do you want to come and do you want to stay in whispers? Don't mind either way. Either one is absolutely fine. I think it works perfectly well either way. Oh, given that you're in the green room, I will assume that means you're going to come and play in voice. Let me unmute you then. We'll just get Joey into the studio and then we'll have a chat with him. Joey, good evening.
Hello, how are you doing?
Very well indeed. Lovely to have you here. Good to speak with you. Into the 2nd game this evening.
Yes.
Are you a good logician? Do you do a lot of logic puzzles?
I mean, I try to be sure. I mean, I can give it a shot.
You'll give it a shot. Well, that's good. Well, I mean, I will be here to sort of help out where I can without giving too much away on the logic puzzles, because I do actually see the answer now to it. So I've got to be relatively impartial, but I will try and help you in the right direction where I can. As to the questions...
I don't need help. I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Good stuff. Well, let's go to the board. And while we're there, actually, it'd be very interesting to see if our persistent scoring has worked. Look at that. You're all in the wrong order for obvious reasons, but yes, it has. We're just going to lock that code into place, but yes, the persistent points are working. And no, there's no Ask the Host on this, I'm afraid, Matt the Ref.
Okay.
Joey, what I am going to recommend, just to try it out, you will need to type the answers to the bot, as you normally would.
Okay.
But if I go live in the broadcast studio, if I share the screen with you, then you'll be able to see it in sort of real time, real-ish time, rather than having to watch the chat for the questions. You may prefer to watch the chat for the questions. It's entirely up to you, but it's here if you would like it.
All right, I'll watch your stream.
You watch the stream, but make sure you've got the bot ready to whisper your answers to. What I would suggest is, if you want to use a help, either burn, toss up, or stop the clock, or cipher, say that to me, because I've got hotkeys for those.
All right.
But if you would like, if you need to put an answer in, feel free to talk it through with me, but bear in mind, obviously, the lobby are playing and there are prizes on the line tonight. So your answer needs to be whispered to the bot. You happy with the rules?
I'm happy. I'm ready.
Fantastic. Right, you've got 5 minutes on the question clock, 3 minutes on the logic clock, and 4 brand new helps. You can burn, toss up, stop the clock, or take a cipher. The very best of luck to you as you try and decipher this code. Question number 1 with 5 minutes on the clock. Good luck, and good luck to the lobby as well. Time starts now. In a standard deck of playing cards, which court card is sometimes called the knave?
I believe it's this.
And Joey is locked in. Got a couple of seconds there to chat. And Joey is locked in with the answer Jack. Submissions are now closed. Is Jack? Do you play a lot of cards?
I do, yes.
You do. So you're confident with this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. Is the answer Jack? Absolutely right. The knave or the jack of hearts or any other. So the knave of hearts is in a poem, I think. I've got a deck of cards here. I fiddle with cards when, I fiddle. But yes, the knave or the jack is the correct answer. Only using up 11 seconds there. Very well played. Let's go to your first logic game. So 3 minutes on the clock here. This first one, you haven't got any information to go on. Remember, it's numbers 1 to 6. There may be repeats, and you've got to work that out for yourself. Good luck. Here comes your logic clock. Your time starts now.
5, 3, 4, 1.
We're going for 5, 3, 4, 1. So good a place as any to start. 5, 3, 4, 1. Let's see how that fits into your cipher. Not too bad. 3 of them are in your cipher, but all 3 are in the wrong place. One of them is not there. Not a bad start by any stretch of the imagination. 3 whites. Let's go back to the question board. 4 minutes 49 left on this clock. Those helps are still there. Remember, if you want to use a help, just say burn, toss up, clock, or cipher, and otherwise type your answer to the bot. 4 minutes 49.
All right.
Here is question number 2. If my true love had gotten bored with sending me gifts at the end of the 7th day, how many gifts would I have received in total?
Huh.
Say again?
Stop the clock.
Okay, we stop the clock at 4:35. Lots of thinking time. The pressure is off. Likewise for you, Lobby. Pressure's off until Joey has managed to get to an answer. So give it a little bit of thought.
Okay. At the end of the 7th day, this many.
Answer locked in. You're saying 84. What's your logic behind that?
1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10 plus 15 plus 21 plus 28. That makes it 84.
Adding triangle numbers. People in the lobby saying they couldn't math fast enough. Let's find out. Is it 84? Absolutely right. Yes, 84, as you correctly pointed out, adding up triangle numbers, the first 7 triangle numbers. You stop the clock. You've used up that help, but it has given you another stab at the board. Let's just take a look at the lobby game. I think that's We Like Shapes on 10 there has now gone into first place, and I'm really pleased to see that my persistent scores are carrying over. So that's nice to see. Joey, let's go back to the logic game. 3 whites on that first attempt. 2 minutes and 57 seconds left on your logic clock. Your time continues now.
2626.
We're going 2626. Let's see how that factors in. Show us, computer.
Okay.
Wrong direction, but maybe useful information to have. 1 white, which means one of those is in the wrong place, which means 3 of them are not there. Even though that's not going towards 4 reds, it could still be useful information for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't really call that a step backwards, since now I know all the numbers are unique.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Right, let's go on to question 3. Still got 3 helps there. You can burn, you can take a toss-up, you can take a cipher. 4 minutes and 35 seconds left on your question clock. Time starts now. Here's question 3. What is the outermost layer of human skin called? 4.5 minutes.
Just a guess.
Locked in. Joey is locked in.
I don't know if that's the skin in general or if we're looking for something else, but that's my answer. Epidermis.
Joey's locked in with epidermis. Is epidermis the right answer?
Or...
Absolutely right. It was a guess, but it's a good guess. Absolutely spot on, and it gets you a 3rd visit to the logic board. 2 minutes 54 left on the clock, so plenty of time to be thinking about this. Your time starts now.
Let's try this. 4, 5, 3, 2.
4, 5, 3, 2. You're not wasting much time here at the board. Remember, you have got a lot of thinking time as and when you can unlock that thinking time. You can spend as much time as you like at the logic board, but 3 attempts, you've only used 10 seconds so far. Let's have a look. 4532, how does that factor into your cipher? We're back to 3 whites. So we've gone 3 white, 1 white, 3 white. I'll leave you to mull that over when we get back to the logic game. For now, let's get back to the question board. 4 minutes 19 left on this clock as we approach question number 4. You can still burn a question, take a toss-up, or take a cipher. Good luck to you and to the lobby. 4 minutes 19, here's question number 4. What nationality is Erno Rubik, inventor of the Rubik's Cube? You're locked in, and you're locked in right quick there. And you say, do you know this? Is this something you know?
Yes. That Erno Rubik was Hungarian.
Let's see if the computer agrees with you. Absolutely it does. Hungarian, absolutely bang on the money.
Okay.
Let's take a quick look into the lobby. We Like Shapes is still pulling away with 12. Couple of players there on 11. Still could do some catching up. We've got Samster and Jimmy there on 10. I think that's now cut that out. And Innis on 11. Dogfish, Keshi on 9. Itzotli, Carr, Prugs, Tipster, Lupine all on 8. Got another trip to the game board, Joey. Let's go in there now. So we've not had any red pegs yet. You're 4 questions in and you're 4 attempts to the board. So your questions are all 100% so far. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the logic clock. Your time starts now.
Let's see if it is this. 6453.
We're going 6453. Hoping that we're going to see some red in this attempt. Computer, is it 6453? It's not, but we have got a red. We know one of those is now in the right place. One of them is in the wrong place, but we are back down to 2. Are you are you thinking positive thoughts?
I'm thinking positive thoughts because now I know. Okay, now I know.
Now you know what the code is.
I know what at least one of the numbers is.
Okay.
I know.
Well, hopefully we'll get another attempt to crack it.
Actually, no. I know what 2 numbers are.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll get an attempt to plug those in as and when we get back there. But for now, we're back at the question board. Question number 5. You can still burn. You can take a toss-up. You can get a ciphered answer. 4 minutes and 12 left on the clock. Here is question number 5. What is the forename of the person 3rd in line to the British throne?
I'm not a fan of these British questions, so I am going to have to burn that one.
You're going to burn it? Okay, let's get rid of it.
Burn.
Question's burned. Lobby, if you did get an answer in before we burn that question, then that will still count for you. The answer was George. George, who is the son of Prince William, who is the son of Prince Charles, 3rd in line to the British throne. Not to worry, that question's gone. You've not sacrificed any attempt at the game board. We're just going to go on to get a different question 5. Here it comes again.
Okay.
Have a look at this one, see if you like it any better. Just under 4 minutes left on your question clock. Good luck. Have a look at this. Which band reached Christmas #1 in 1973 with their song Merry Christmas, Everybody?
Well, at least I know enough about old rock to know this.
Locked in very fast there. And you're saying to me, Slade. Slade. You confident on this one?
Absolutely.
Let's have a look. Is Slade the right answer? Yes, 1973, Christmas #1. They beat out Wizard, who would have been your toss-up option there, who had I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, only got to Christmas #4. That's right, Crashy, it's Christmas! So, not wasting any time, we come to our 5th attempt at the logic game. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left at the puzzle, and your time continues now.
So 1 is a number I know. 2, in the ones I plugged in, cannot be. That's got to be a number, but it's got to be in the 2nd position. So that means. Okay. So
2.5 minutes.
3, 4, or 5 cannot be it. So I'm going to say 4, 3. No, 4 cannot be in its proper place. 4, 2, 1. 3, 2. 3, 2.
2 minutes left.
I know. I'll try 3, 2, 1, 4.
3, 2, 1, 4. Okay, taking a little bit more thinking time there. Yes, everything. You've got to thank Ash for that one, Matt. The beeps increasing every 30 seconds. That was his idea and his implementation, actually, for the most part. But he did talk me through the mathematics behind it. And yes, it's quite exciting to watch, actually, someone watching logicking it out as the clock ticks down. Thank you for that, Joey, as well. You're providing much entertainment for us all. 1:56 left on the clock. You've attempted 3214. How does that factor into your code? Let's have a look. That's good. 2 red, 1 white. You're still missing 1 digit and one of them is still in the wrong place, but you are getting close. A few more attempts and I feel that you will probably break through this cipher. But you've got to get there first. You're halfway through your questions and you have used your burn. You've got 5 questions left to try and get back to that game board. You can take a toss-up, you can take a ciphered answer. Remember, let me know if you would like to play either of those helps. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on your, on your question clock. Here is question 6. Good luck. How many US states have a coastline with the Pacific Ocean?
1, 2. Okay.
And Joey's locked in. Locked in with 5. What do you think they are?
California, Oregon, Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii.
That was my count in my head as well. Let's see if the computer agrees. Is it 5, computer? It is. Very, very good indeed. Let's check in with the lobby because we haven't been there for a little while. We Like Shapes is pulling away a little bit with 14. We've got Innocent Samster on 12. Dogfish, Jimmy, now cut that out, all on 11. Brig, Itzotli, Keshi, Prugs, Tipster, Lupine, all on 9. Much to play for over there, but very, very well played to you, Joey. 3:38 left on the question clock, so loads of time to play with, and still those 2 helps there as well. Let's go back to your logic game. Had a bit of a think last time, burned up some of that time. You've got 1 minute 56 left on the clock, and that time continues now.
Okay. One, 2. 3, 2. Okay. Let's try this one. Wait.
1 minute and 30 seconds left. Going 3, 2, 1, 5.
I want to know because if those aren't the 4 numbers, then I know what the 4 specific numbers are.
Well, let's find out. And at the moment, Matt, no, it doesn't change in the last 30 seconds, but that's probably not a bad idea. I should probably make it do that. Computer, is the code, or the cipher, 3215? No, it remains undeciphered. You've got 1 in the right place and 2 in the wrong place, and you are still missing that 4th digit for the cipher. You've got 1:29 left on that logic clock. You've still got 3:38's worth of questions and 4 potential opportunities to crack the cipher, but you've got to earn them. Let's go back to the question board. 4 more questions. 3 minutes 38. 2 helps left. Take a toss-up or cipher answer. Question number 7. Good luck. Have a look at this. Which spirit is central to a daiquiri cocktail?
Uh-oh.
You've got 2 helps there. Toss up or cipher if you'd like to use them. 3.5 minutes. Say again?
I'm thinking of using one. I'm going to use the toss-up.
You want a toss up?
Yeah.
Okay, it's either rum or whiskey. Clock's
Rum.
still on. You still have to type it in. 3 seconds to make up your mind, chat. Yeah, no, it's all good. So it would be better if I could actually type the answer here for you. That would be really good, but it lags so much. Not to worry though, you've settled on rum. Hopefully that was a worthwhile toss-up, and it's going to give you another opportunity to get at that logic board. Yeah, they were the 2 you were thinking of. Yeah, that almost as though someone planned it that way. Is the answer rum? Yes, it was. Rum was the answer. I can also tell you, if you'd taken the cipher option there, I think you'd probably have worked it out, because the encrypted answer it would have given you would have been DZRUM.
Aha.
So it's easy when it's a nice short answer and it scrambles it in that way. I think that would have been a nice easy one to work out. Right. Let's go back to the game board. Attempt number 7. You've not yet found all 4, but that might be about to change. You've got 1 minute 29 left on the clock. Good luck. Your time starts now.
Okay, let me make sure here. This should do it. 1, 2, 5, 4.
1, 2, 5, 4.
The way I figure it, I got 3 on 3, 2, 1, 4, and 3 on 3, 2, 1, 5. When I figured out that 2 of the 3 digits in 3, 4, 5 had to be correct. So that's what I think. 1, 2, 5, 4.
Well, let's find out if the computer is in agreement with you. Computer, is the cipher 1, 2, 5, 4? Yes, it is indeed. Very well played. You have deciphered the code, and you have won Discord Nitro for a month. Very, very, very many congratulations to you joining Procyon there in winning that. So 2 hot seat players and 2 victories so far. Let's just go take a little look at the lobby and see what the scores are doing there. So we've got We Like Shapes, I believe that is, in the lead with 15. Innis, Samster both on 13. Dogfish, Jimmy, now cut that out on 12. Brig, It's Otley, Keshi, Tipster all on 10. Clive, Joey, Proogs, Lupine all on 9. ABME, DC Simmons, Carr the 7th on 8. 8 Minky and Grafficalo on 7. Matt the Ref, and I think that's Anosep and Ramsey Fox, Topper 1 Gaming on 6. Ben's J on 5. Connor on 4. Yellowtail on 1, Nekigram on 1, Aspie and Not a Jumble yet to score in this game, but of course points do cycle over. So the 2 players who can't win the lobby game have already won Discord Nitro, which is very nice and in the spirit of Christmas. So very, very many congratulations to you, Joey Gateman. Did you enjoy the game?
It was a blast.
Good. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Well, lovely having you here. Everybody else in the lobby, we will continue with game number 3 after the break. I am going to take a break. I will probably just play a little Christmas song and leave the credits running for just a couple of minutes, just while I get a glass of wine and stretch my legs, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Congratulations again to Joey, and I will be right back in just a few minutes.
All right, take care, Royal.
Thank you, mate. See you later.
Later.
This is so mellow. I love this playlist. Binge the British government as a topic. That could be fun, Procyon. Anyway, looks like we're going to get through 2 more question packs because we need to have a lobby victor. Is the cat being violent? He's had 2. I fed him earlier. He's just being greedy.
He's just going to go out and he's doing that thing where he pursues you around the kitchen table and then tries to scratch you when you go near him, and then he's like following you, so you can't.
He is a very funny cat sometimes. Right, that feels like that track is coming to an end. I will post the playlist into the chat, Jimmy T. It's right there. I'm working through it across the 12 days of Quizmas. Oh, with the 6th in the chord. That's very, very nice. No, hang on, I'm not singing a 6th, I'm singing a 9th. That's a 9th, that's there, not a 6th. The 9th, the 6th would be that one. No problem, Jimmy T, I'm singing the 6th. Shall we go back to the game? And there's back to the tonic now. Right, oh, is he being flung out?
Yes.
No, the cat is being purged from the kitchen because he's being a vandal. Right. Congratulations to Procyon and to Joey Gaten, both of whom have deciphered Ben the Singing Dalek.
Gets purged, yes.
Both of whom have deciphered the puzzle in front of them. Very, very strong quizzes, both of them. So we've got 2 more games yet to play, where you too could win a month of Discord Nitro if you can crack the code. And of course there is that prize of Discord, that same prize of Discord Nitro, if you don't get into the hot seat, but you do end up winning the lobby game. So, if you want to come and play game number 3, we're going to be starting that now. The cat is out, right.
No, he was just being domestic abuse.
He was being domestic abuse cat, was he?
Pursuing me around the table. Anywhere I moved, he was there purring. And if I tried to do anything, I got a paw full of claws and a
Naughty
swan.
cat. This opening animation is so out of sync when I stream. It's fine when I'm off air, but when I'm streaming, it's like, I'm going to take forever to move to the next frame, and you can be out of sync, and everyone will laugh at you and think you're a terrible programmer, because let's face it, you are really. And then I say, shut up, brain. That's my train of thought. Anyway, there probably is a better way of doing it, to be fair, but anyway. Welcome back to Deciphered after the break. Before the break, Procyon and Joey Gaterman managed to solve the code. We have got persistent scoring on, persistent points on in this game, which means any points you accrued before the break will persist into this round. Does it seem in sync on the stream? Oh, maybe it's just something that I'm noticing. I mean, it's in sync, but the music should be in sync with the that thing. It should be more synced than it is, but. Persistent points, very much, Matt. What's going on this week? Tipster, have you got your Christmas party on Sunday? I think it's the Pinnacle Larder Christmas party coming up on Sunday, so that's something you need to be aware of. I'll wait for Tipster to get back. Other things that are happening this week. Tomorrow, you have got the 6th day of Christmas. That's going to be over with our friend Ash over on his channel, twitch.tv/AT_Bash, for the 6th day of Christmas tomorrow evening at 8. On Friday, also on Ash's channel, you have got Golden Mind with Catnip. So Ash is just doing the one Quizmas stream this week. Golden Mind with Catnip on Friday at 8 if you want to go and check that out. I'm back with the 7th day of Quizmas on Saturday. So do come along for that again, 8 o'clock. And then I think Tipster's got the Pinnacle Larder Christmas party on Sunday. Oh, Hit It is coming back this Saturday as well. Normal, possibly shorter game on Sunday. Christmas party is either 20th or 27th. So do keep your eye on the Pinnacle Larder for Tipster's pub quiz over there with Captain Waddles. Christmas party coming up soon. And as Toadboy is saying, over in Ash's server, there'll be... No, it's not on Ash's server. You don't do it in host games. You do it on... is it... Have I got a command for that? I have. It's on Yoshi's channel. Twitch.tv/Yoshi86 up. That's going to be, I imagine, it says BST, it's now GMT, but yeah, 8 o'clock 11 o'clock rather, GMT on Saturday. Christmas special of Hit It with Toadboy and Yoshi. I'm assuming it's over there. Weekend quiz went out tonight as well because OBS all kind of bored yesterday. So do check. There are so many things that you've got to catch up on. Next Tuesday, incidentally, I'm back for the 7th day of Quizmas on Saturday. Next Tuesday, I'm taking a Quizmas break. I will be here, but it won't be part of... It'll be like this Friday is Golden Mind. Next Tuesday for me won't be part of the Quizmas schedule. I'll be back with... regular Tuesday games. Almost regular Tuesday games. I think we're having a wordy special next Tuesday. It's going to be... I'm not going to say, just in case that gives anything away. Well, I've given it away by saying it's a wordy special, but I'm not going to say just in case it gives any hints as to what is or maybe isn't coming in the 12 days of Quizmas. So, yeah, that's next Tuesday. But I'll be back on Saturday before that, and I do hope to catch you on Ash's channel tomorrow evening for the 6th day of Quizmas, which I genuinely can't remember what it is. I'd have to go and look it up. No, I think I know. And it'll be grand. It'll be grand. Right, on to pack number 3. I think this is possibly the hardest question pack of the 4 I've written for tonight. But you can be the judges of that. Hopefully you're enjoying the questions. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. Let's open up the lobby. RGTJ, if you want to come and play. Oh, stop. Right. It's done the thing where it's done... Ugh. Weird Twitch API thing. Alright, it's fine. Let me skip the credits. We're not on test mode though, so... We'll try that again. Argument out of range. What's that all about? What's all that about, I say? Nope, we'll try it one more time. Sometimes the Twitch API just does this. To be fair, if this is what the crash is going to be tonight... There we go. Rather than the internet just sharting itself. There we go, WADQ. Sometimes it takes a couple of restarts, and because I've been sensible on this, I've added a backdoor which lets me just skip the credits. Not that I don't enjoy the credits. We'll play them before the next game. Do come into the lobby if you want to come play. We are doing questions. WADQ, we are doing questions. So... Discord and Nitro up for grabs if you can win the lobby. And if you get into the hot seat and you can decipher the code, you'll also get a Discord Nitro. I've already given away 2 tonight. I'm going to give away at least 1 more, possibly up to 3 more. So add yourself to the exclusion list if you do not want to come and play in the hot seat game. And remember, if you do get into the hot seat game, whether you win or lose, you will not be eligible to win the lobby game Discord Nitro. So, yeah, bear that in mind, and your points are persisting from the last games as well. So there's a couple of seconds. Are there fewer people here because I said this is a harder question pack, or are there fewer people here because people have gone and not come back, or they're just having a sit out for this one? And maybe come back for the 4th one in a minute. We'll find it out. It's only still got quite a few. 21, 2, 3, 4, 25 still. It's pretty good. Right, I'll give you another 30 seconds. Yes, exclude exists, so you can exclude yourself from joining the main game if you only want to play in the lobby for whatever reason. Or they're still on break and doing stuff. Yes, that's possible. That's possible. Right, I'll give you another 10 seconds to either exclude or to get yourselves into the lobby. And then voice is optional, not mandatory, but it'd be lovely to have you in voice. You will still need to whisper to the bot, but if you're in voice, you can tell me about the helps. And I can press the hotkeys. Right, if you're ready... Cup is still downstairs. You best go get it quick, Tipster, because I'm about to lock up. They think they're too low down to win the prize in the lobby. They're going to have to come into the game, aren't they? The only way of doing it. Well, let's lock the lobby and find out who's coming to play game number 3. It's Matt the Ref. Mr. Matt. Welcome. You come to play in voice, mate? Yes, he is. It's the Ref. Got Megs rooting for Matt. Hello, Mr. the Ref. How are you? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Good to have you here in the hot seat. How's your logic? Oh, hang on, stop. Good evening, Mr. the Ref. I'll switch you on now.
Oh, that's a good idea. Good evening, Mr. the Flood. Again.
How are you keeping?
I'm keeping well. I'm keeping good.
Fantastic. As I was saying before, I realised that you were off. How's your logic?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Under pressure, though. Time pressure.
Oh, I'm a referee. I can cope with pressure.
Ah, good point. So, are you all getting sort of ready for Christmas then? Have you been prepping over the last few days, or?
Well, I've done all the Christmas shopping, which is
all
good.
of it.
Yep.
Good
yep,
Lord.
all well. I've only got my parents and my brother to sort out, so that's all good. It's just starting to get all the Christmas cards sorted out, and no, they're not yellow or red before anyone shoves that into the chat.
Very nice.
Who's the quizzer in the black? I like that one, Keshi.
Well, good to hear that you're sort of so organised. I've not even started my Christmas shopping yet. I bet what I do to make sure it's a good if and when because you haven't got kids at the moment. I don't think you have anyway. If and when you have kids, the best way to stop them searching the house for Christmas presents. Do you want to know a secret?
Don't get them.
Yeah, you do what I do. You buy all of your Christmas presents from a petrol station on Christmas Eve. Gets to the point when it gets to the 23rd, 24th of December and you're looking around and you're thinking like Polos and Werther's Original and engine oil are starting to look like good Christmas presents, and asking the pump attendant to gift wrap a jerry can or something. Or a can of antifreeze.
Yeah, I don't think antifreeze is suitable for children.
Maybe not. Wait for the Boxing Day sales is possibly a good idea there, Tipster. Anyway.
That would explain the year you bought him a spark plug, though.
That would explain the year I bought you a spark plug, yes. And that was a nice gift, that was.
Evening, Megs.
Matt says hello as well. But I won't stop to let her say hello, otherwise we will be here all night with you two gassing, because that is what you two are like, and I'm going to die on this hill. Matt, are you ready to play?
I am indeed ready to. I'll just bring up your broadcast stream.
Yes, Keshi, very much putting the spark into our marriage. So, let's lock in a code for you, Matt, shall we?
Oh, God. That might be a good idea.
Good place to start.
That was an awful joke, Keshi.
Why you stutter? Why you stutter, game? Why are you so slow? Anyway, Matt, you've got 5 minutes of question time, 3 minutes of logic time. You've got 4 helps to help you out along the way. You can burn a question if you want to get rid of the current question in favour of something maybe a bit better without sacrificing a go at the logic game. You can take a toss-up, which will give you 50 options. It will give you 2 options. One will be right, one will be wrong. You can stop the clock for any question if you want a bit more thinking time. And you can take a cipher answer, which will give you a random anagram with some extra letters and spaces of the correct answer, which you then have to work out. All of them could be helpful, but you've got 5 minutes in which to do the whole game. If you want to use a help, let me know which help you'd like to use, and I will. I did not quiz her. I did not. Sorry, 8 Nicky sent me off on that now. I did not quiz her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Anyway, get that out of my system now. You will have 3 minutes of logic time. For every question you get right, you will get an attempt at the logic grid. There will be 4 numbers in your logic grid from the numbers 1 to 6. There may be repeats. Sorry, Proogs, it's a movie reference. The film The Room. It's the Citizen Kane of bad movies. You'd like it. In fact, lots of people like it. I want to say. Anyway, Matt, are you ready to play?
Ready to play.
Good stuff. Well, Lobby, you will have 5 seconds after Matt submits his answer. As ever, everybody keep your eyes on the chat. Matt, you still need to whisper your answer to Persephone's Twitch bot. Good luck to everyone. Have fun. 5 minutes starts now. Here comes question number 1. Which imperial unit is equivalent to approximately 0.915 metres? Matt's locked in and very, very fast.
I'll tell you why I'm laughing at this in a minute.
I have a guess why you're laughing. You're saying yard. Why do you think yard?
It is drilled into us as referees from the very start that 9.15 metres is 10 yards, which is what the distance has to be from the player taking a free kick to the defenders.
Aha, and as a referee you would know this. It's very possible you had this in an outright pack, Keshi. Very possible, but as has been said, there are only so many facts. Eventually we're going to get some overlaps. Matt says it's yard. Is yard the right answer? Of course it is.
Yard!
Green. Only using 6 seconds, and you get your first visit to the logic board, Matt. 3 minutes on the logic clock. Remember, you must submit the answers without commas, spaces, periods, full stops, and as a single string in the order you want them to appear on the grid. Numbers 1 to 6, 3 minutes to solve, and your time starts now.
1, 1, 1, 1.
We're going 1, 1, 1, 1. We're going for a brute force method, perhaps, to get through it. That does rely on having plenty of attempts at the board. 1, 1, 1, 1. Is that your cipher? It's not.
Okay.
In fact, we can say categorically there are no ones in your cipher. It remains undeciphered, but you know there are no ones, so now the numbers 2 to 6 is all you're going to be thinking about. Only 3 seconds used. Let's go back to the question board. Just before we look at question 2, let's just check in with the lobby. We Like Shapes is up to 16, Innis is on 14, Dogfish, Jimmy, Samster all on 13, so my persistent point scoring is working, which is lovely. Matt, 4 minutes 54 left on the clock. If you want to use a help, just give me a shout. Burn, toss up, clock, or cipher, or stop the clock and cipher. So, Matt, here's question 2. Have a look at this. Chinstrap, rockhopper, and macaroni are all breeds of which bird?
Toss up, please.
You're going for a toss up. It's either a penguin or a gull.
Gull.
Clock is still on. You still need to type the answer.
Oh, bum.
3 seconds, lobby. Matt's gone for gull.
I kind of gave it away. Then I was going to go for anyway.
Yeah, I'd say it would be a good game to do in voice if I could do that sort of thing. Matt's gone for gull, a rockhopper gull, chinstrap gull, macaroni gull. You confident with this?
We'll put it this way: if this is wrong, I'm going to get so much hate from Tipster on this one, with the option being a penguin. Let's have a look.
Let's find out. Yeah, Tipster, get your pitchfork ready. Yeah, hate incoming. Yeah, they're all penguins. Macaroni, the rockhopper. The Emperor is the famous one, of course. You could also get king penguins and a couple of others. Not the right answer. Unfortunately, that toss-up not being much help there. But not to worry, you've still got 9 more attempts. Sorry, 8 more attempts. You've had 2 questions, 8 questions left. 9 questions with the burn as well. Waddles will see you after, Matt, the rest. You've got all that to look forward to, win or lose. 4 minutes and 38 left on the question clock. You can still burn, you can still stop the clock, and you can still take a cipher answer. Have a look. Here's question number 3. Which 1945 allegorical novella loosely reflects the 1917 Russian Revolution and the rise of the Stalinist-era Soviet Union? 4.5 minutes.
Not a clue. Can I burn this question, please?
You want to burn this one?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's burned. Can't burn any more questions, but it doesn't sacrifice a go at the board. The answer, incidentally, was Animal Farm. That's also what Animal Farm. Yes, allegorical novella reflecting the Russian Revolution. It was quite a wordy question, but... there we go. Only easy if you know the answers. You stop the clock at 4:22. You have still got 8 questions to go. You can still stop the clock. You can still take a cipher answer. Let's have a different question 3. Hopefully one that's a little bit friendlier for you. 4:22 on the clock. Almost 4:20, as Jimmy is saying. But we're sensible and mature in this community and don't laugh at things like that, do we?
It's a 420.
It's a marijuana
that joke's
thing.
Gone so far over my head, Santa's just looking for it now.
It's a pot joke. It's a marijuana joke. Either that or a 4:33 would be a John Cage joke. But there we go. On we go. Question number 3, Matt. Take a look at this. Which actor plays Buddy in the 2003 Christmas film Elf?
Oh.
2 helps there if you need.
I can see who it is in the back of the... I know this one, I know this one. Think.
4 minutes. Still got loads of time. Time advantage is still in your favour.
Can I have the cipher?
You can. It's in there somewhere.
Oh, crap.
There's some extra spaces, and there's a couple of extra letters, but the answer is somewhere within that cipher.
Will something.
Typing it to the bot. Remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out. I'm just trying to work it out loud.
Under 3.5 minutes. By all means, talk it through. Say the lobby's had enough time to think about it. You've got it? Okay.
I think.
And there's the lock-in at 3 minutes 11. Lobby, just a couple of seconds if you haven't got in already. Matt's gone for Will Ferrell. Was that cipher helpful? Matt?
I hope so.
Where does the D come from, Sam? So it depends how politely you ask. So the cipher, just above the testes, I think Clive beat me to it. The cipher gives you some extra letters as well as the scrambled letters, so it's not just a straightforward anagram.
It's not like my anagrams where they're actually quite easy.
Right. Go for Will Ferrell. Let's have a look. Is Will Ferrell the right answer? It is. Very well played using that cipher. You have still got to stop the clock, and you've still got 3 minutes and 11 seconds left on that question clock. Let's take a look at the lobby. Innis looks like they're closing down on We Like Shapes a little bit, just a point between them now. 3 players still on 15. Oh, there's a great big noise. Someone is now hosting me. The Insignificant...
Oh, I would... interesting name.
What does that say? The
Insignificant Bleep.
The Insignificant Person. Thank you very much for that host. Was that a host? Well, thank you for that.
It was a host.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to you.
Richard Branson.
You say The Insignificant... I thought it said T-Stain. I thought it said... I couldn't quite see it. But... Oh, what's the VOD? Thank you for the host, all the same. Will Ferrell is the right answer. So, Matt, time for another visit to the logic game. 2 minutes 57 left on the logic clock. And your time starts now. You are going to go through one at a time. Again, this does presuppose that you're going to have at least 6 attempts, and then you've got to put them into the right order. But it will tell you exactly which 6, or which 4 rather, are in them. 2222. Is that your cipher?
It is a strategy score.
It's not, and there are no 2s in there either. So this is hopefully giving you some more information. You're now looking at only 4 numbers, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can get back to the game board. For now, let's go back to the question board. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left. You've burned up 3 of those helps. You've just got stop the clock left. And we're going into question number 4. It's the Catane Mastermind strategy. This is a solid strategy for Mastermind Catane lingo, has to be said. Question number 4. 3 minutes 11 left on the clock, and you have still got that stop the clock help if you need it. Good luck, Matt. Have a look at this. Ah, here it goes. Was the sign-off catchphrase of which 90s US sitcom?
Let's make sure I've got it spelled correctly. Yes.
Matt's locked in from a certain era. And he's saying Keenan and Kel. Do you watch the show?
I do remember seeing it. I don't think it was the sign-off. It was the start for each episode, but I remember it very well.
I think they said it at the start and the end of each show because there was a bit on the stage, and then he went,
"Oh yeah,
here it goes,
here it goes."
Doom, doom. I remember the
Who loves orange soda?
Who loves orange soda? Maybe you need to be from a certain era of a certain age. Matt and I are certainly fall into that bracket. Is the answer Keenan and Kel? Of course it is. You've still got 3 minutes on that question clock and a stop the clock help left. And after 4 questions, you are now going to your 3rd attempt at the game board. We'll check in with the lobby in just a second. Right age, wrong country, didn't have Nickelodeon. Bad luck, Ramsey Fox. I remember enjoying it at the time. I don't think I'd enjoy it quite so much these days. Matt, 2 minutes 56 left on the logic clock, rather, and your time starts now. You're conserving all that time for later on. Going for 3333. Let's find out, is there a 3 in your cipher? Or is that your cipher? No, and there are no 3s either. So we are down to just 3 digits, 4, 5, and 6, which means you know at this point there must be a repeat, and you've got 254 to think about it if you can get back to the game board. For now, though, we're back to the question board. 3 minutes left on your question clock, so coming up to the halfway mark, and coming up to the halfway mark on questions asked as well. You've used that burn. We're on question 5 of 10. You can stop the clock if you want a bit of thinking time. Have a look at this, Matt. It's question number 5. Which dessert is the subject of the second verse of the Christmas song We Wish You a Merry Christmas?
I'm hoping this is spelt right.
Matt's locked in an answer lobby if you would like to get one in very fast. You're saying... How are you pronouncing that?
Fidgy pudding.
Fidgy pudding.
I think this might need a VAR on this one if it's...
Just one more time, how are you saying that? How are you saying it? How did you pronounce it just then?
Fidgy pudding.
Okay. Is it Fidgy pudding?
I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be off the crossbar on this one.
It's Figgy pudding. And I checked it with you spoken because if you'd just spelt it wrong and you'd said Figgy pudding, I would have allowed that as a typo. But on the grounds that I didn't accept Procyon's answer of Parliament in place of Houses of Parliament earlier, I'm not inclined to accept because you did pronounce it wrong as well as spell it wrong.
Yeah, and the rule that you've always applied, if it's spelt wrong but pronounced right, then you let it slide. But
phonetic plausibility is
that's correct.
Is the
Yeah,
one I go for.
if it's not pronounced properly, then that's fair enough. Yeah, I'll concede that one. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm not going to let that one fly. And this is a game actually, just to let you know, the computer did condone that. But on this game, I have got an override the other way as well, just because it's only just one player that I can do that with. And that's the second time I've done that. I've overridden it the other way. I think Keshi in the first game put a Call of Duty answer in, which the computer condoned because it was like one letter out, but it was the wrong game. It was the wrong Modern Warfare. So, yeah, if you only put pudding, that's not going to be the right answer. But never mind. Just one.
I don't know the full song, but it's...
Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Yeah, phonetic plausibility is actually a recognised official term, DC Simmons. It's used in primary teaching a lot when you're doing... Well, when you're doing phonics teaching, which is my background, which is teaching. When kids first start writing, they don't necessarily know that phonics, ironically, starts with a PH. And if they write it FONIKS, for example, it's not how you spell it, but as you look at it, those sounds are all, when put together, are phonetically plausible. It looks, if you were to read it and use the phonic sounds, then you would know that says phonics. So phonetic plausibility is an official term. Let's just take a peep at the lobby. What's going on in there? Whoa, it's all quite close at the top. We Like Shapes on 18, but Innes just a point behind on 17. Now cut that out and Semster both on 16. Jimmy and Dogfish 15. It's Otley, Keshi, Tipster all on 14. That's the state of play. Matt, question number 6. You're at the halfway point. You have still got to stop the clock. Have a look at this. Here is question number 6. 2 minutes 47 seconds left on your clock. Good luck. Of the 5 colours of the Olympic rings, which one does not appear on the flag of Ghana?
A flag question, finally. Right.
2.5 minutes.
So of the 5 colours, which does not?
Which are the 5 colours? Do you know the 5 colours?
Yeah. White, no. Black, red, green, yellow, blue.
Okay. Do you know the flag of Ghana?
I do. I think the Ghanaian flag has green, yellow, red, but I think there's also a black star on there. So on that basis, if I can type the damn thing correctly, I'm going to go with
2 minutes.
That.
And you've stopped the clock on 2 minutes. 3 seconds to answer. If you hadn't, Matt is going with blue, using his vexillological knowledge there. 2 minutes left.
I'm going to get so much stick if I get this one wrong.
Let's find out. Is it blue? It is. Very, very well played. Yes, as you correctly identified, yellow, red and green with a black star in the centre, horizontal stripes. Blue was the correct answer. Very good. You've stopped your question clock with 2 minutes on it. You have still got that stop the clock help if you need a bit more thinking time on a future question. But for now, time to go back to the logic game. You've got it down to 3 numbers. You've eliminated 1, 2 and 3, so you know there is a repeat of either 4, 5 or 6. Loads of time. 2 minutes 54 seconds and your time starts now. Oh, a change of strategy here. We're going 4, 4, 5, 6. Let's find out. Is your cipher 4, 4, 5, 6? would be quite funny if it came back with none of those as well.
No, it would have been funny if it had come back all 4 red dots.
That would have been funny. That would have been quite funny. But you are making some progress here. You've got 1 in the right place, 2 in the wrong place, still missing 1 of them. So based on that, we can assume that either there's not a repeated 4 or that there is more than 1 repeated 4. You'll have to fathom that if and when you get back to the game board. For now, let's go back to the question board. 2 minutes remaining, 4 questions to go, 4 more attempts. You've used up your burn, so it is going to be 7, 8, 9 and 10. You can stop the clock if you want some thinking time on one of these questions, Matt. Good luck. Here's question 7. With a total of 4, which group has had the most UK Christmas number 1s?
Can I stop the clock, please?
Yes, you can. Clock is stopped, pressure's off. Have a little bit of thinking time. 1 minute 49.
I've got an inkling on this one, but I just need to think. Yeah, I think it was this group.
Matt's locked in. And the lobby's out of time. Matt is saying Spice Girls. Spice Girls, how many do you think they had? 4, presumably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to think about. Oh, actually, no.
I can say, why? What are you thinking now?
Well, I know that they had a really good run of literally every hit they brought out was number 1 straight off the bat. But I know it was either Mama or 2 Become 1 was a number 1. Spice Up Your Life was a number 1. I think Goodbye was a number 1. I don't know. I can't remember if there was another one in there.
I can say if you'd had your toss up left and you'd taken the toss up there, you would have been given Spice Girls as an option, along with the Beatles. Computer, is Spice Girls the right answer? It's not, it's the Beatles.
Wow.
Spice Girls only had 3. You're quite right, as you pointed out. Spice Up Your... I don't think it was Spice Up Your Life. It was 2 Become 1. It wasn't Spice Up Your Life, I don't think, was Christmas number 1, but certainly 2 Become 1 and Goodbye were. I can't remember the third. But they had... The Spice Girls did have 3 consecutive...
Too much,
thank you. Too Much and Goodbye. Yes, Goodbye was 1999, the other 2, 98, 97. So they had 3 consecutive ones. The Beatles weren't consecutive, but they have had 4. Couldn't tell you what they are off the top of my head. The Spice Girls ones I happen to know. Bad luck on that question there, Matt. Good logicking, but unfortunately not the right answer. So, question number 8. 3 more attempts to get to that board. 1 minute 49 left on the question clock. Over in the lobby, Innis and We Like Shapes are now tied at the top with 19 points apiece. Matt, have a look at question number 8. You've got no helps left and you've got 1:49 left on the clock. If you don't know, my advice is get in a pass quickly, unless you think thinking about it will help, because the next question could be the one for you. Have a look at this. In which fantasy novel for children is it always winter but never Christmas?
Okay. It's not that one. What is it? Oh, what is it? So I don't want to think aloud.
A minute and a half left.
I don't want to think out loud and give everyone else in the text chat a potential spoiler. It's not that one. Wardrobe. Oh God. I don't want to pass this because I need all the helps I can get for the code.
You've got to get there first, though.
Yeah, I know. I've got to get there. I've got 64 seconds to do it.
You've got a minute left, Matt.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I need to get there. I need all the time. I think.
What are you thinking?
I can't think of the full title, but hopefully that gives you hints to where I'm creeping towards, or what I was looking to get towards.
Just based on how this game is, yeah, I can see where you're going with this. Is the answer wardrobe?
I know it's
computer?
not the correct answer, but you know where I'm going with it. Yeah.
The lion, the witch, and the wardrobe was the answer in question that we needed right there. Oh, bad luck, Matt. I could see you were getting there, and you've lost quite a bit of time there. You're down to 58 seconds, and you've got 2 questions to go. Only 2 more attempts at the cipher. Let's go on to the next one now.
This is looking really, really tight to get the cipher. I mean, I've got the time, but I've got to get there.
You've got the time, but you've got to get there.
I need both questions correct, otherwise I think it's...
Otherwise, it could be good night Vienna. Three-way tie at the top. Ennis, We Like Shapes, and Samson now all on 19. Let's have a look at question number 9. Good luck, Matt.
It's only true in one book, yes.
Yes, it's only true in one book, not a jumble. Question 9. Which type of dance, conventionally in triple time, forms the basis of Strauss's work By the Beautiful Blue Danube? Matt's locked in. Do you know this? Is that a guess?
It's an educated guess. And I'm going to need the 47 seconds to figure out the next question.
Procyon go with dabbing. Zamster going with floss.
Macarena as well in there.
The Macarena. Let's have a look. Is it a waltz? It is a waltz. Very well played. Yes, good educated guess. And you're back to the game board. 47 seconds for your final question. Remember, if either of your timers hits 0, then you are immediately lose the game. But for now, you've got a chance at the logic game. You've got 2:53 left on the clock. You've got some nice information there. Do have a little think about this, Matt. Your time starts now.
Right, okay. So I know 3 of those are correct and 1 in the right place. So I'm going to go with 6, 4, 5, 6.
6, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. If that's not correct,
then
it tells me it's either 4, 4, 5, 6 or 4, 5, 5, 6.
But bear in mind, you've only got one more opportunity.
I've only got one shot, so basically, if this isn't correct, it's got to be on the next one. So,
well, let's have a look.
Yeah.
Computer, is the cipher 6456?
It won't be. I know it won't be.
It's not, but you have found all 4 of them. 1 red and 3 white.
So we've got the numbers, but it's...
So now you've got potentially one more opportunity to try and crack the cipher. If you get the next question right, you've got 2 minutes and 38 seconds to think it through. Of course, the first 3 guesses aren't really going to be much help because that's just eliminating 1, 2, and 3. So you're going to have to piece it together on the information you've got. And that's if you can get there. You've got
2:38 is a good amount of time to figure it out.
It is, if the information is there, but you've got to get there first. 47 seconds on your final question clock. Good luck, Matt. Here's question number 10. The memoirs of Solomon Northup are better known by what name?
Oh, good God.
30 seconds.
Here goes nothing.
Matt's locked in.
I think this is the closest we've got to time up, whatever happens.
Matt's going with Dorian Gray. Just a guess?
I can't think of anything else. It's just, well, you haven't got the webcam on, or my webcam on.
Let's have a look. The correct answer is... It's 12 Years a Slave. Memoirs of Solomon Northup, better known as 12 Years a Slave. Very, very bad luck. And as Ramsey Fox was saying, there were still 2 possible codes there. If it's out of idle curiosity, in fact, I hope it doesn't just cut to the credits here, because let's just look at the lobby in case it does.
Just for shiggles.
Innis, Samster, and We Like Shapes are all tied on 20 at the top of the board, but Dogfish, It's Sotley, and Now Cut That Out are just a point behind on 19. If I press this button, it should zoom out. Let's find out. And reveal the code. I was going to ask you what you would have guessed. You were very close there, Matt. 5646 was the code. We Like Shapes. Cars got it 5646. We Like Shapes 5664, 4665. 5646 was the only possible solution, according to Procyon.
I'd have needed a 2.5 minutes to work out.
To arrive at it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, that is what your code is. For today, Matt, it is undeciphered. I'm sorry, but have you had a good time?
I always have a good time when you stream, Ben. It's a pleasure to be able to take part.
Oh, it's lovely to have you here. Matt, thank you so much. Commiserations. You don't win the prize today, but you've been a wonderful contestant, and we wish you well. Matt the Ref, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
So it is 10 to 10, and I did say we'd do 4 packs, and we are going to do 4 packs because I did a bit of gassing in the middle. So we've got one more opportunity for a player to try and crack the code, and then one more game to try and break this tie in the lobby to see if, or who rather, is going to win the Discord Nitro. It's already been won by Procyon. It's been won by Joey Gatorman. It will be won by at least one player in the lobby, and it might be won by somebody coming to attempt to cross the board. We'll find out who that's going to be in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the 4th and final part of Deciphered this evening. Just before the break, Matt the Ref failed to decipher the code after a valiant effort, 6 questions correct as well. So a good effort, but just tripping on that last question. If you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, then don't forget you can follow, you can subscribe. If you like, you can join the Discord if you like. Come and hang out with us. It would be lovely to have you along. I put a new channel trailer out this week. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet, but it's at the top if you don't already follow. New channel trailer, that's cool. We're going to have one more game, and we're going to find out who is going to win the lobby. This is the only question pack that Mrs. Flush has not tested yet. She normally stress tests my questions, so she's not done this one. But she is going to play along with this one for fun at home. So there is going to be one more opportunity for players to come and crack the cipher. And one player will emerge victorious as a Discord Nitro winner in the lobby game. If you've been playing along, it's a 3-way tie at the moment, but all of that could change as we go on. As before, the voice is not mandatory. If you just want to play in whispers, that is fine. You don't need to have a microphone. But if you don't want to join the game, you can type !exclude after joining the lobby, which you can do by typing in the code now. YJHD. This is the last game of the evening, so do come and join if you would like a chance to break the cipher. Last chance. Last chance of the night. Is there anyone who's rejoining the lobby who's already played tonight? Procyon, Joey Gatorman aren't here. Feel free to rejoin if you just want to play in the lobby game just for fun. Obviously, bear in mind, if you've been in the hot seat, you can't win again. But if you could add yourself to the exclusion list, that would be awesome. And there might be some people, I see there are some people adding themselves to the exclusion list because they're hedging their bets on winning the lobby game, is all I'm going to say. Matt's not got a mathematical chance of winning the lobby game. That's fair enough, Matt. So I'll give you just a few more minutes to come and join. There's people already in here. I can't tell you what your scores are, so hopefully you can remember what your scores were before. Here's We Like Shapes. We Like Shapes, if you want to add yourself, I don't know if you want to add yourself to the exclusion list, you're in a tied first place at the moment. So if you get picked for the hot seat game, it means you cannot win the lobby game. Which might go some way, actually. If that happens, it might go some way towards breaking the tie. I'm not doing any manipulation, though, with fast track. I have got a fast track option, but I'm not doing any manipulation with that. I'm just trying to see if there's any information here which is... you could be selected for the hot seat twice, Matt, if you don't exclude. In theory, yes, you could be. Okay. It could cause an upset. Upsets could happen. It also depends how well the hot seat player does, Keshi, doesn't it? So you've got to bear that in mind. So we'll give it just another 10 seconds or so, and then we will pick a player, a final hot seat player, and we'll see the final battle of the lobby and the final hot seat challenger attempting to make it across the grid. I think this question pack is easier than the last one. That's just my feeling on this. Welcome, Cola. Welcome to the game. So, 5. Oh, who's just left? Not a Jumble's just left. Fair enough. 5. I do like that noise as well. Doesn't happen very often. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pick a player. Brig, you're up. It's you, Brig. If you would like to come and have a go at question pack number 4 for a chance for Discord Nitro, the third Discord Nitro that could be won tonight for crossing the grid if you succeed. I'm backing Brig. Go Team Brig. Oh, bother. Brig, are you coming into voice, or are you going to contend yourself with whispers and I will monologue? Absolutely fine either way. It's entirely up to you which you prefer. Though if you would prefer to go voice, you'll stay in chat. Fantastic. No problem. In which case, I will explain the rules from here. Brig, your cipher will be picked in just a couple of minutes. It will be a combination of the numbers 1 to 6, and it will be 4 digits long. Repeats may be used. You'll have potentially 10 attempts to crack that cipher, and if you do, you win a Discord Nitro account, which would be lovely. In order to Discord Nitro for a month. In order to attempt that logic game, though, you need to answer questions correctly. They won't be multiple choice. There will be up to 10 plus 1 burn if needs be. Let's go to the question board now. So you've got 5 minutes to answer the questions, 3 minutes to solve the logic game, and your cipher just being set in stone now. And there it goes. Your cipher has been picked. So, 10 questions. Along the way, Brig, there are 4 helps, and obviously you won't be able to speak to me to press the hotkeys. So, the 4 helps you have got are burn, that burn one there, which will get rid of the question and give you a fresh one in its place. It will not sacrifice a go at the board, but it will throw the question out. To use that, it's !1 or !burn to the bot. Second help is a toss-up. This will give you 2 options, a 50-50 chance, one of which is right, one of which is wrong. To use that, it's either !2 or !toss-up. Help 3 will stop the clock and give you some thinking time, and give you as much thinking time as you like for the question. To use that, it's !stop or !3. And the final one is cipher. This will give you an encrypted message of the answer, which is the letters scrambled up with a couple of extras and some spaces thrown in for good measure. Bit of a time burn, but the answer is in plain sight. !4 or !cipher if you would like to do that. All other answers, and this applies to the lobby as well, whispered to Persephone's Twitch bot, not preceded by an ! And lobby, once Brig locks in, you will have 5 seconds to get your answers in. Keep your eyes on the chat, because when that's there, the question is live. If Brig's not coming into the thing, which is fine, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen and save some bandwidth. Brig, good luck. Lobby, good luck. The 4th game of Deciphered, and Brig, you've got 5 minutes on the clock, and your time starts now. When he was first sworn in as US President, which political party did Abraham Lincoln represent? Briggs locked in. And that's time for the lobby as well. Briggs is saying Republican. Is that the right answer? Absolutely right. Started out Republican, went to the Unionist Party, I believe it was called, during the, I think it was the American Civil War, though I might be wrong. But ultimately, yes, he was the first Republican president. Very well played, Brig. Solid start. Let's go to your logic game. 3 minutes on this clock, Brig. You must submit your answer as a single string of integers, rather. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, however you want to put it in, but you must put them in the order you want them to appear, without commas, spaces, periods, full stops, and as a single message, otherwise it won't be processed. You've got 3 minutes in total on the logic game, and the clock will stop once you have submitted your answer. Good luck. 3 minutes, your time starts now. Obviously a little bit of latency here because I've got a note that I need to add into ping. The bot needs to ping to the chat when it's time for the player to come in. So obviously Brig losing a little bit of latency here because not seeing it in exact live play and no message from the bot. But Brig is going for 1122. Let's see how that fares in your code. 1122. Is that your cipher? It's not, but 3 of them are in the code. However, they are all in the wrong place. Interesting to get that feedback. 1122 being your attempt and 3 in the wrong place. Very, very interesting feedback indeed. That's a very good start if you can logic your way to what that implies. Let's go on to question number 2. Still got all 4 helps here, Brig. You can burn, toss up, stop the clock, or take a ciphered answer, exclamation mark 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively. 4 minutes 53 left on your question clock. Here is question number 2. By population, what is the largest city in North America? Briggs locked in. Brig is saying New York. New York is actually a state rather than a city. But of course there is New York City as well. There's New York State and New York City. Depends how pedantic I'm going to be as to whether or not this is the answer. Can say, if you had taken a toss-up here, Brig, which you didn't, but I'm inclined to tell you, the options it would have left would have been New York City or Mexico City. Don't know how that makes you feel about it. Brig's gone for New York. Computer, what's the correct answer? Is Mexico City. Mexico technically in North America. Yes, indeed. Mexico City is bigger than New York. New York is the second biggest. But yes, a little tricksy question there. Toss-up may not have even helped at all. Although maybe if you'd seen Mexico City, who knows. Let's take a peep at the lobby game. Innis and Itzotli are pulling away with 21. Dogfish now cut that out. Samster, We Like Shapes all on 20 at the moment. Innis and Itzotli ahead on 21. They're in an arm wrestle for that Twitch Prime. However long Brig can last will determine how many questions the guys in the lobby get to play. Mexico City is not the right answer, Brig. So we go on to question number 3. No attempt at the logic game. Still 4 helps intact. Do use them if you need to. Exclamation mark 1, 2, 3, 4. Question number 3. You've got 4 minutes and 44 seconds left on your clock. Have a look at this. In the Christmas Carol, in the bleak midwinter, Earth is described as being as hard as which element? You've taken a toss-up there. So you've got iron or carbon. You've got 4.5 minutes left. And you're locked in. Stopping the clock at 4:22. And there's time for the lobby as well. You're going for iron. In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as something, water like a stone. Is it iron? Let's have a look. Yes, Yes, it is. Good, effective use of the toss-up there. Iron or carbon, and Earth did indeed stand as hard as gallium. Water like a stone, as DC is saying. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow in the bleak midwinter long ago. It's a poem by Christina Rossetti, has been set to music by both Holst and Harold Dark, both of which are beautiful. It's a wonderful poem, whether or not you're particularly religious-y, but it's a wonderful piece of work. And well done, Brig. Earth stood hard as iron, which means you've got your second attempt at the logic game. Unobtainium. No, it doesn't feel very caroly, does it, Carbon? I was trying to think of another one. Of Earth stood hard as vibranium. Yeah, good work. No, I was trying to think of another one, but then I realised I put element in the question. I could have put stone in there, but yeah. Either way, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the logic clock, Brig. 1122 yielded 3 white pegs. Have a think about what you want to do now. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Your time starts now. Lead would have worked, Tipster. Wouldn't have scanned with the poems, though. Christina Rossetti, great poet, underrated. Brig going, continuing the pattern, going for 3344. Trying to eliminate some, assuming we'll get back to the board. Computer, it's a cipher 3344. It's not, but you've got your first red peg. One of those numbers is in the right place. 3 of them do not feature in the cipher. You've got 2 minutes and 39 left. Lots of time on that board if you can get back there. You've had 3 questions and 2 attempts at the board. Let's go back to the question board. Question number 4. 4 minutes and 22 left on your question clock. As ever, keep your eyes on the chat, because that's when the question will be live when it appears there. You've still got 3 helps left. You can burn, you can stop the clock, or you can take a ciphered answer. You've used that toss-up, but 4 minutes and 22 at question 4 is plenty of time to be playing with. Brig, take a look at this. Which British monarch succeeded George VI? Brig's locked. And Brig is saying Elizabeth II. Is it really as simple as that? Was the monarch before our current queen George VI? Certainly was. Good knowledge there, Brig. Elizabeth II was the correct answer. And with that, we should take a look at the lobby. Oh, it's... No, Innis has just pulled into the lead. And it's all changed going on here. I quite like checking this lobby every 2 or 3 questions. It provides all sorts of changes. Put an answer in, then it totally disappeared. How do you mean, Car? It disappeared? But the answer disappeared. I can't do anything about the answer disappearing. Innis in the lead with 23. Dogfish and Samster and We Like Shapes all just 1 point behind on 22. It Totley's on 21. Jimmy, Keshi now cut that out all on 20. Tipster's on 19. Briggs then on 18, but Briggs obviously in the hot seat at the moment. Could be a Twitch blip car. Twitch blip. Out of my hands if so. Brig, you've had more than enough time to there be pondering your puzzle. Let's go and have a look at your game. 2 minutes and 39 left on the clock, and your time starts now. Brig going for 2214. 2214. Tempting to see we've broken with the convention. Maybe Brig is making the assumption that he knows which numbers are in the code, but can't be sure exactly which. 2214, is that your cipher? Oh, it's not, but my goodness gracious me, Brig, you've got 2 in the right place and 2 in the wrong place. That could be a huge amount of information. And if you get another go to the game board, that could be Goodnight Sienna. Spoilers out of the chat, please. If you know what it is, do keep it to yourself for now. Let Brig play his game.
He doesn't have hard much to...
It could be. There are potentially a couple of options still available there, but It'd be interesting to see what will happen next. Brig, you have got a lot of advantage in your favour. You're on 2 reds and 2 whites on the logic game. 4 minutes and 8 on your question clock and 3 helps to go. You can burn, you can stop the clock, you can take a ciphered answer. We're only up to question number 5, Brig. He knows what he's going for on his next go. He's going to try and crack this code. Well, let's see if we can get you there, Brig. You've got to answer this question correctly first of all. Take a look at this. It's question number 5. 4 minutes and 8 on the clock, and your time starts now. In which branch of mathematics might you encounter SOHCAHTOA? Brig's locked. And he's saying trigonometry. Trigonometry. Is that the right answer? Yes, as now that I'm saying it, more like brigonometry. Trigonometry, brigonometry. Yes, trigonometry was the correct answer. Let's just take a look at the lobby game. Innis is now in the lead with 24. We Like Shapes and Stamps are behind on 23. Brig, let's go to your logic game. Two minutes 29 left on the clock, Brig. I think you know what you're going to go for. Let's see if it's the right answer. Tempted to let the clock run out of attention. All on you, mate. Your time starts now. It may have not got through the spell checker there then, Jimmy. Brig going for 2241. Let's have a look. Is 2241 your cipher? 3231 is Carol of the Bells. That would have been good. 2241. Is that right, Brig? Absolutely right. Very well played. In just 4 moves, Brig absolutely smashing that cipher there. Very, very well played. And Brig, you will win a month of Discord Nitro. Very, very well played to you. Amazing job. The fastest it's been done in 5 questions. And what that means, with the leftover questions from the previous round, I've got an entire other pack that I can put together. Depending... Oh! There's a great big noise. Thank you for the follow pens, Jay. Welcome to the stream. I wondered what that noise was. Yeah, that's the follow noise now. And Dan's Quiz is raiding with a party of 12. Welcome, Dan's Quiz Raiders. That's the raid noise now as well. Welcome, Dan's Quiz and fellow raiders. Lovely to have you here. It is 10:15. So I need to decide, do I want to take a 3-minute break, put together a 5th pack based on the leftover questions, because I've got 6 questions left over from Briggs and a couple from earlier on. Am I okay to do that? Mrs. Flush is egging me on, and that was my biggest bugbear about maybe not doing that. In case you're going to bed, but you're still up, so that's all good. It is the 5th day of Quizmas. It would make sense to have 5 games.
5 Deciphered.
It would also mean, though, that it's Innes is going to start sweating cobs because Innes is in the lead at the moment and doesn't want to lose that lead. But it is potentially another Discord Nitro, and it is a season of giving and goodwill. And we just had some raiders. So what I'm going to suggest is give me 5 minutes to concatenate the questions together, bring it in, and then we will have a final question pack with the leftover. It seems a shame not to use those questions since I've written them in the lobby game, but still play one more. We've got to have a lobby game of some sort. So I'll roll the credits. I will concatenate the questions that we haven't used into one new question pack. We will have one more game, and then that will be wonderful. So sit tight. Give me a few minutes. I'll put some Christmas jazz on, and I'll be back in a few minutes for more Deciphered. Congratulations to Brig as well, by the way. Winning Discord Nitro, along with Joey Gatorman and Procyonics. Enjoy our award-winning credits. My dog is chewing her squeaky toy. I'm going to turn the mic off now. Enjoy the credits. Yeah, not really award-winning. Award-winning in my mind, Proogs. I only wrote them yesterday, so they can't have won any awards yet, really. No DC Simmons, the hacker text is different every time. The text, I mean, the credits are the same every time, but the hacker text is just randomly generated. Yeah, the dog is recording sounds for red herrings too, aren't you, Hermione? You're a stupid dog. Right, but lovely, but she is stupid. She's quite stupid.
Very clever.
Right, I'm putting some more music on. Some more Christmas jazz. Let's go to that page. Give me a few minutes. She's a good doggo, really. Give me a couple of minutes just to compile this question pack from the leftover questions, and I'll be right with you for the 5th and final game of Deciphered this Quizmas evening. Well, that was properly chill, wasn't it? I'll be home for Christmas. And fortunately, I have just about finished transferring all the questions in from the Question Writer app into a new JSON, which I'm just about to export. I'm just going to double check them. For various reasons, this one seems a little bit slightly more film TV heavy than the previous ones. Must have been that the questions I was using, or the film TV questions, were close to the end, because this has now been compiled. So it's not as well balanced, not as well thought out as perhaps the other ones, because it's an amalgamation of the other ones, but it is an extra question pack for you. And on top of that, I've still got one question spare on top of that to start me off next time, which is great. So I've just exported that. Let's go back into the right scene. Just give me a couple of seconds. because I'm just about there now. We go back into game. Let's go to the exported folder. How do we play? Welcome down to Quiz. I will explain the rules in just a few short minutes. If you're playing in the Twitch chat, though, it's remarkably straightforward. Just whisper the answer to Persephone's Twitch bot. What do I want to go? Desktop, local, low shortcut. Deciphered. Questions for this are 2221. That's now, isn't it? So let's call this Quizmas pack number 5, which is the leftovers from the previous Quizmas pack. So we can delete that one because I don't need it anymore. Let's go. We've opened up the right scene. Let's go back to trivia. Let's yeet this one into the right folder. There it is. We can close that folder down now. Back to controllers. Quizmas pack number 5, which is that one. Yeet that into question database raw. There we go. And we are ready to go. Quizmas leftovers take 2. The leftovers. Absolutely. So, if you are ready to play, welcome new people as well. If you are just joining us now for the final attempt, the very, very final deciphered question pack for the evening, constructed of leftovers from the other deciphered question packs for tonight. Let's play the opening credits. Welcome to you all to the 5th and final, definitely final. I'd agree with Clive that lobby prize should be won now. What's happening? Clive thinks that the lobby prize should be won now by Innes. Was it Innes who was leading? It was better this time. That was his number. We will see what happens. I may make a judgment call, depending what happens. But we have had 3 Discord Nitros won already tonight. 1 by Procyon, 1 by Joey Gaterman, 1 by Brig Bother. There will be one won by the winner of the lobby at the end of this game. And possibly even one won by the winner of this hot seat game. So if you want to play, I'm first of all going to need to go to the right thing. There we go. Punch in the code. FGKQ. Oh, good. It's done the weird Twitch thing. Right, let me skip the credits. And we'll go back and do that again. One sec. Sometimes Twitch lib does that. Try again. Try now. 1-1-1-1-1-1. There we go. Now it's working. EMXH. This is the very last game of the evening. Hello, Ash, by the way. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're well. Come join the lobby, Ash. Come and play. You've not played this one yet? You don't have to, you know, make your own choices, but be lovely to have you. Welcome if you are just joining us. Claim some points. Yeah, you know it makes sense. This is the leftovers. The leftovers are dregs. So, the winner of this game will go on to win. If someone wins this game, if someone deciphers the code, then they will win a Discord Nitro for a month. The winner of the lobby will also win Discord Nitro for a month. Innes was in the lead. Can he maintain that lead as we go into an impromptu 5th question pack? Welcome, Nordlock. Welcome to the stream. And all other people joining us from elsewhere. Lovely to have you here. So, exclamation mark exclude if you don't want to be in the hot seat because you want to try and win the lobby instead. At this point, there's some people who are like, I could win the lobby, I could win the game, I gotta win the game, I gotta win the lobby, I gotta win the game, I gotta win the lobby. So make your mind up one or t'other. If you exclude from the lobby, because if you go into the lobby game, if you go into the hot seat game, you go to bed, baby? Yes. Okay, I won't be long. If you go into the hot seat game, whether you win or lose, you cannot win the lobby prize. So bear that in mind. I can see 7 people have excluded from the hot seat game, so people just a lot of people just playing off for fun, which is grand. Microphone is not mandatory, but it's an optional extra if you would like to come and have a chat with me. I'm going to count you down from 5, and then we're going to lock it up. I'm going to play this last game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's pick a player. It's Sotley! It's Sotley! Welcome to the game. You are in the hot seat. Are you foregoing your chance? You were doing quite well in the lobby. You were up to about 21, but you're foregoing that chance to try and win outright, so to speak. Sorry, Ash. Patent pending. Copyright, trademark, and all the rest of it. It's Sotley. Do you want to play in Just Whispers, or do you want to come and have a bit of a natter with me in the broadcast studio? All rights reserved. That's the other one. Thank you, Ramsey. If you want to come and have a bit of a chat with me, pop yourself into the green room of the server, which y'all can all go and join, by the way, if you go over to there. Only have a phone mic. That's fine. If you want to come and try and work the phone mic, it's completely fine. It's always up to me, is it? Why don't you come in and we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. Pop your way in, and we'll have a bit of a chat, and if it's all working, then that would be great, and all will be well. I can turn the screen share back on now. Then let's go there. Go live. There we go. Just waiting for a Sotley to get sound tested with score count, and then they're going to pop their way into the broadcast studio, and we'll have them right here. It's Sotley. Is that you?
Hello, it is. You're
Welcome. Right. Lovely to have you here. Oh, I feel like it sort of feels like talking to a celebrity. Last time I heard your voice, it was coming out of the television.
What can I say? I see your face more than you see mine, so, it feels like
Fair point. Congratulations on that, by the way. And I have to ask you, did you learn to drive? Because presumably that was filmed some time ago.
Yeah, so that was filmed October last year. So I started in January, and then just COVID hit, and everything got waylaid.
I forgot COVID. COVID was... I didn't forget COVID. Everyone knows COVID's a thing. Well, many congratulations on that, and we're going to see if we can add 2 game show victories. I'm assuming, is the Chase the only game show you've been on, apart from this one?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay, so let's see if we can make it 2 for 2. It's Sotley, you know the rules?
Yes.
Fantastic. So you're going to get 10 questions. You've got to try and make your way through the board. Every question you get correct gives you an opportunity to look for your cipher. If you get it wrong, then no problem. We will go back and have another question. You've got 4 helps along the way. And because you're in voice, you can shout at me if you'd like to use a help rather than typing it. So you've got burn, toss up, stop the clock, and cipher, which will give you a scrambled answer with some extra letters in there. But all your answers you still need to type to Persephone's Twitch bot. You happy?
Yep, that's fine.
Fantastic. Right, let's go to your question board. We'll set you a cipher.
Okay.
And we'll cover them up. And your cipher is now set. So there may be repeats in those 6 digits, there may not be. You've got 5 minutes of question time, 3 minutes of logic time, and those 4 helps up there. Just yell at me if you'd like to use one of them. Burn the question, gets rid of the question. Toss up gives you a 50-50. Stop the clock will freeze the clock and give you some thinking time. And cipher, as I said, gives you a scrambled answer. 10 questions, 10 attempts. Very best of luck. And lobby, just whispering full answers to Persephone's Twitch bot. You have 5 seconds from the time It's Sotley gets their answer in. Good luck. Time starts now. Here is question number 1. Lapland, the home of Father Christmas, is in which country? It's certainly not wasting any time there. Lobby, get your answers in fast. You confident on this?
Fairly, he says.
He says. Let's find out. You're saying Finland. What's the answer? Absolutely right. Finland is the correct answer. Using just 7 seconds of your time there. Let's go to the lobby just to make sure everything is working. Innis is maintaining that lead at the moment, determined to get that Discord Nitro from the lobby game, just a point ahead of Samster and We Like Shapes, who are a point ahead of you. But of course, you're now ineligible for this game, so you're putting all your eggs in this particular basket here. And let's go and have a look at that. So, lobby game, obviously you don't play in the logic part of the game. This is just for It's Sotley. 3 minutes on the logic game clock. Submitting your answers to Persephone's Twitch bot as a single string of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, whatever you want to suggest. No commas, no spaces, no periods, full stops, and just as a single string. Ash was busy memeing in the Discord and he missed the question. Bad form, Ash. come on, stay on task. Right, it's Otley. 3 minutes on the logic clock. Your time starts now.
6655.
We're going 6655. We're starting at the top end of the potential numbers. 6655. Let's see if that or any of that is in your cipher. Well, 2 of them are, and they're both in the wrong place. 6655 yields 2 white pips here. So, hopefully that's a little bit of a start for you. Some information, certainly. Let's go back to the question board. Down to 4 minutes and 53 seconds. Still got all 4 of those helps there. Finger on buzzers, as it were. Here comes question number 2. What does the second A stand for in NASA?
Just making sure I spell it right.
It's Otley's locked in at 4:41. Just a couple of seconds. Lobby. You're saying administration. Do you know the full initialism or acronym? Acronym.
I'm not sure if it's National Air and Space Administration or North American Space Administration, but I'm pretty sure it's administration.
Well, if you'd gone for a toss-up there, you'd have had administration or association. The correct answer is... yeah, it's administration. National Aeronautic and Space Administration is the full acronym there. Very well played. Let's just take a peep in the lobby. Not much changes at the top of the board there. Samster and We Like Shape still trailing Innes by a single point. And it's Otley, we are going to your second attempt at the logic game. 2 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock, and your time starts or continues now.
Put in 5566 last time.
6655 last time.
6655, right? Sorry, yeah.
So moving down the sequence now, going for 5544. Let's see how that plays in. Are you feeling confident about the questions, given you're going for a sort of a slightly brute force approach to the logic here?
Yeah, you'd think I'd be good at logic. I'm a maths teacher, but obviously not.
Well, you have got those 2 minutes 39 if you do want to sit and think about a different strategy, but for now you're presumably relying on coming back for a second opportunity or third opportunity, unless your cipher happens to be 5544. Let's have a look. It's not. But there is one in the right place. One of them in the right place, the other 3 are not there. Hopefully that is of some use to you. Let's go back to the question board. 4 minutes and 41 seconds. You haven't put a foot wrong yet in the questions. Question number 3, you have still got those 4 helps there. Burn, toss-up, stop the clock, or cipher could help you out to getting to the answer. Question number 3, with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock, take a look at this. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war is a line from which Shakespeare play?
Oh, I need to work on my Shakespeare.
4.5 minutes left. You've got some helps.
I'll burn that, please.
You're going to burn it. Not a bad decision. Let's get rid of it. Get out the road. The answer was Julius Caesar, as it happened. Toss-up options would have been Julius Caesar or Coriolanus, but yes, Julius Caesar was the answer there. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. So you've used your burn, so you can't burn again, so you're in for the long haul from this point. You're going to have to submit an answer if you want to get rid of the question, but you haven't sacrificed a turn at the board, so we're going to have a different question number 3. Any changes in the lobby there? The only change there is that Innes is increasing their lead up to 27 ahead of Samster and We Like Shapes is 25. You maintain on 24 there at Sotley. A few 22s there as well. So Shakespeare got a vaccine. He did indeed. William Shakespeare from Warwickshire got a vaccine today. So that's topical, I suppose. It's Sotley. 4 minutes 22 left on the clock. Here comes an alternative question 3. Which science fiction TV show started on Channel 4 in 2015, ran for 3 seasons, and starred Gemma Chan, Tom Goodman-Hill, and Carrie-Anne Moss?
Ooh. Right. I've got an idea, and I'm hoping it's right.
4 minutes on the clock. You're locked in at 3:59. saying Misfits. Are you do you watch a lot of TV?
Not as much so I'd like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking Misfits. What was Misfits? Remind me what Misfits was about.
I don't know. I know it was on Channel 4, and I'm pretty sure Gemma Chan was in it. But whether it's sci-fi or not, I don't know. I
thought Misfits was sort of... I've not seen Misfits, I must say, but I thought it was... Misfits was sort of superheroes, outcast superheroes. I think you're right, it was Channel 4, it was Gemma Chan. It was about that time. Let's have a look. Is Misfits the right answer? No, it's not. It's Humans. Humans was the answer. It's the show Mrs. Flush and I are watching at the moment, to do with AI sort of robots being made to help humans. So not the right answer there, unfortunately, but not to worry. It's the first question wrong. You've still got lots of opportunities to get to the logic board. Let's go on to question number 4. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. You've still got a toss up. You can still stop the clock if you want some thinking time for a question, and you can still take a cipher. The people who run the show Humans, it's very good, not a jumble of numbers. You check it out before disparaging it, is my advice to you. It's Otley. Question number 4. Take a look at this. The 2000 cover version of Mama Told Me Not to Come was a hit for Tom Jones and which band?
I'm really hoping I get this right.
Are you a Tom Jones fan?
I'm a fan of the other band I've put.
You're a fan for Stereophonics, and you were a big fan of Stereophonics then?
I went to, well, about 3 days before the world ended. Went to see them. Hopefully.
Oh wow! Are they still? They're still touring, are they?
Oh yeah, packed out arena up here in Sheffield. So.
Oh, you're Sheffield as well.
Yes.
Oh, goodness me! What a small world. Small world it is. Not for me. I know Ash is Sheffield, and I was obviously up in Sheffield when went to meet up with Ash over the summer. But I'll let you know next time. Next time we're coming travelling up there, we'll have a mad lads night out of quizzing and trivia. Nerding out to the max. It's Ollie, you're going for Stereophonics. Let's have a look. Is Stereophonics the correct answer? Absolutely right. Very good. If you had gone for a toss-up there, you'd have had Stereophonics or Travis. But yes, Tom Jones and Stereophonics, Mama Told Me Not to Come. The best kind of night out. You're quite right. We like shapes. So, Stereophonics, the right answer. Let's go and have a look at your logic game. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock here. You've got some information to work with there. That time is going to continue now.
Right, okay. So, there's a guaranteed 6 in the second half. Try something lower down.
Going 2, 2, 3, 3. Continuing with this pattern of trying brute force eliminations of numbers. 2, 2, 3, 3. Is that your cipher? It's not, and there's only one of those numbers in your cipher, and it's in the wrong place. Hopefully that, combined with the other information you've got there, is going to start getting you towards what the cipher might be. But for now, we go back to the question board. You're down to 3 minutes and 46 seconds just as we approach the halfway mark of questions. You've used that burn already, so you're good for time, but I wouldn't let it tick down too much. You've still got to stop the clock, a cipher, and a toss-up if you'd like to use them. 3 minutes 46. Here is question number 5. From 2003 to 2015, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and who else presented motoring show Top Gear? Wrong chat there, Samster. But it looks like It Sotley was way ahead of you. Got the answer in just about the same time as it came in there. Did you watch Top Gear?
I'm not a big fan, I'll be honest. I've got things against Clarkson because he's from Doncaster. I just insist on insulting Doncaster.
Yes.
So, yeah, I watched James May in the Japan series on Netflix because I was meant to be going to Japan. You know.
Oh, were you? Ah. Yeah. And then the world, and as you said, as you quite rightly pointed out, the world ended. So, let's have a look. Is James May the correct answer? Absolutely right, yes, and conserving as much time as possible there, 3 minutes 36. Let's just check in with the lobby at this point. Oh, it's got an interesting We Like Shapes has caught up with Innis, 28 points apiece. The next contender is now you, it's Otley on 26, but of course you're not eligible for the lobby win. Dogfish on 25, as is Samster. Looks like it's going to be between Innis and We Like Shapes, depending how much longer you can survive in this hot seat game, or how many questions rather you're going to see, not survive, how many questions you're going to actually die to see. For now, you've got the right answer, it's Otley. You've got 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on your logic clock. Have a think about this. Your time starts now.
Right, so next back half. There's a... Right.
You're going 5, 1, 2, 6. What's your logic for trying that?
I've not seen a 1. I'm fair certain there's a 6 in the back half. I'm checking the position of the 5 more than anything.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. 5126 is the attempt. Is your cipher 5126? It's not, but you are very, very close now. As close as you can be, in actual fact. 2 in the right place, 2 in the wrong place. That is as close as this game gets to being solved. You've still got over 2 minutes on the logic game if and when you get back there. But for now, it's back to the questions. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left on your trivia clock. You've still got a toss-up, you can still stop the clock, and you can still take a ciphered answer. So lots of helps to play with there. Let's go on. Here is question number 6. Vars Montenegro, Pagan Min and Joseph Seed are antagonists in which video game series? 3.5 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to have to go the toss-up for this.
Okay, let's take a toss-up. Options are Uncharted or Far Cry. You still need to type the full answer.
Right.
It's Otley's locked in at 3:05 Twitch lobby. You locked in with Far Cry. Have you played either of them?
No, my flatmate is a massive fan of Uncharted, so she will kill me if I get this wrong.
Bet she will. Well, yeah. Let's have a look. Let's hope to save you from a murdering. Is the answer Far Cry? It is. Good logicking there. Good guess. If it was a straight toss-up, yes, the bad guys in Uncharted are Zoran Lazarevic in the second one, and I can't remember the other ones because that name is really cool and trips off the tongue. But yes, Vars Montenegro in Far Cry 3, Pagan Min in Far Cry 4, Joseph Seed in Far Cry 5. Let's just take a peep at the lobby, and Innis has pulled back the lead from We Like Shapes 29, 28, 27, 26, 26, 25, 24, 23. Goodness me, this is very, very, very tight at the top. But Innis has come back into the lead. But for you, it's Otley. Time to have a look at your 5th attempt at this board. 2 minutes and 2 on the clock. 2 reds and 2 whites on the last attempt. Your time continues now.
Right, so I'm pretty sure at this point there's only 2 possible combinations. So, try this one.
Going 1, 5, 2, 6. So you're switching the first 2 around and maintaining the second 2. Let's see. Computer, is 1526 the correct answer? It's not. 4 whites. You remain undeciphered. You said there were possibly 2 combinations. What do you think the other one might be?
5162.
You think it might be 5162. Well, you've got 4 more questions to attempt to answer, to come back to try 5162 out. But for now, it's back to the question board. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remain. You can still stop the clock and have a little bit of thinking time. You can take a ciphered answer if you would like, which will give you an anagram plus some extra characters of the correct answer. 3 minutes and 5. It's Otley. Here is question number 7. Which animal was the subject of a rock in a 1972 Elton John song? Not wasting much time there. Do you know the song?
Do you want me to start singing it?
We could do a duet, maybe. I remember when a rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun. Yeah, I think we know it. So that's a crocodile. Let's have a look. Of course, it is absolutely Crocodile Rock, 1972 Elton John song. Absolute belter of a tune. Yeah, and this is where we get DMCA'd and the whole thing gets taken down. Innes is in the lead at the moment with 30 after that question. So if you can solve it on this one, and you did seem quite confident about it, but we'll find out in a minute, then Innes will win the lobby game. But for now, 1 minute and 52 seconds at Sotley. 6th attempt at the code. Your time starts now.
Here goes nothing.
5162. With 1:47 left on the clock. Is that your cipher? Good man. Very well played. Yes, absolutely. 5162. And you are deciphered. Well played, that man. Yeah, so we've had 5 games tonight and we've had 4 deciphers. This is saying to me that I need to balance this game the other way. I think last time it was maybe too hard. This time, maybe too easy. Maybe, I don't know. I await your suggestions, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's just, before I come back to you, Sotley, let's just go back to the lobby game. After 5 games, the winner with 30 out of, I'm not quite sure how many questions have been asked, but it's probably around about 40. Innes, very well done. You will get a month subscription to Discord Nitro as well, and I will be in touch with you about that shortly. Very well done, and congratulations to everyone who has had a go in the lobby game tonight. I hope you've had fun. It's Sotley. Congratulations, you've cracked the code, and I will be in touch with you for some Discord Nitro goodness for a month very, very shortly. Congratulations, and well played. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you very much. Nice being here.
And I hope to see you again soon.
Fingers crossed.
Absolutely. Well, take care and good night for now. So, that brings the stream to an end, and it is 10 to 11. So 4 question packs were enough, as it turns out, and I just did an extra one from the ones that were left over. Hopefully that was fun. Say, this is only the second time we've run this game. It's sort of still in pseudo-pilot phase. As I was intimating there, last time I thought it was maybe too hard. I'm now thinking I've balanced it too much the other way, diluted the questions a little bit, made it only 6 rather than 8. If you have got any thoughts on this, on how to maybe adjust it further, I look forward to hearing from you in the suggestions section of the Discord, which you can go and join right there if you haven't done so already, discord.gg/Persephone's chair. As to all of our prize winners this evening, let me just go back to the right window. Innes, I will be in touch with you. Very many congratulations. 5 games, persisting through the lobby and winning Discord Nitro for a month. I will be in touch with you, along with Procyon, Joey Gatorman, and Brig Bother, and it's Sotley. 4 hot seat players who managed to crack the cipher tonight as well. So 4 hot seat players plus 1 lobby winner means 5 Discord Nitros are going to be going out this evening. Very, very well done to you. And that concludes the 5th day of Quizmas. Well, it's been fun. It's been great fun. I hope you've enjoyed Deciphered. As I say, I've done a lot of work on this in the last couple of days just to make it stable following last week's pilot, which I think was a bit unbalanced. There's a few little things that have gone in and changed. Thank you, as ever, everybody for joining. I hope you've had fun. It's been wonderful hosting you. It's been lovely to talk to you as well. Enjoy the rest of the week. Don't forget, Ash is going to be here tomorrow with the 6th day of Quizmas. You'll have to tune in at 8 PM to find out what is going on there. There's then Golden Mind on Friday with Catnip, also on Ash's channel. I am back with the 7th day of Quizmas right here. And then on Sunday, the Pinnacle Larder with Tipster over at 7 PM over on his channel there. It says BST, it means GMT. I must update those things in the Nightbot API. I'm also back next Tuesday after the 7th day of Quizmas, which is on Saturday. I'm back next Tuesday, but it's not going to be a Quizmas stream. It's just going to be some chill stuff. I'm not going to say what it is for fear of giving away secrets of other things that's going on in the interim. But do come along 8 o'clock next Tuesday for more of the same, if not more of the same. Congratulations again to our winners. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. It's been lovely to have you. I've been Royal Flush. You have been playing Deciphered. It has been the 5th day of Quizmas. Until next time, peace out, take care, and good night.